Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
All right, yo, what's going on, everybody? How you all doing? What's good? Oh, all right. Do I have any sports on my face? No, I just had some Cheetos. I just had a couple of Cheetos. All right, we're ready to get started in just a little bit. We still got 10 minutes until game time. I wanted to come on here a little bit early. My name is Jason Joseph. Of course, this is Play-by-Play with JJ. Here, my screen is like literally taking up the whole entire thing. So let's try to simmer that down a little bit. That's a little bit better. I like that a lot. All right, so the Eagles are taking on the Washington Commanders in a very pivotal game in the NFC East. The Eagles currently lead the NFC East by half a game over the Washington Commanders. And it should be a fun one tonight between these two teams. There's a lot of storylines heading into this one. Of course, Zach Ertz is returning to Philadelphia for the first time since he was an Eagle. So that's really big. You also have the other thing, too, is Jahan Dotson is playing against his former team. And he said that he really wants to go off. You have Jalen Hurts going up against Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson, of course, was the former offensive coordinator for the Eagles, and that's something to definitely look out for. Saquon Barkley, of course, going up against Washington. He's been really dominant against them and has really destroyed them on the run. So that's also another really huge storyline going into this as well. There's a lot of things at stake here. There really are. I want you to comment down below. Let me know what your final score predictions are. Tell me where you're tuning in from and all that sort of stuff. I'm ready to get started. I've been waiting for this game. It's so weird how we have a quick turnaround from Sunday to now. And honestly, I'm ready for it. I really am. I'm really ready for it. Now, the next time we do a game, it's going to be like, well, we haven't seen this team play in God knows how long. It's going to feel like a long time. But I like it. I'm ready for it. And I think that we're going to be in for a treat tonight, watching a very good NFL game between Jalen Hurts and Jayden Daniels. And we'll get to that matchup in just a little bit, and we'll talk a little bit more about both of these QBs. But I want to take a look at the NFL standings really quickly, and I want to look at the NFC East. So the Eagles are 7-2. The Commanders are 7-3. Washington, they actually play against the Dallas Cowboys in their next game. That's on Sunday, November 24th. I'm looking at their schedule, and I'm seeing Cowboys, I'm seeing Titans, and then I see Saints, Eagles, Falcons, and Cowboys again. And that's not really, on paper, that sounds like a pretty easy schedule for the most part for the Washington Commanders. For the Eagles, on the other hand, well, they play Sunday Night Football on the 24th in L.A. at SoFi. Then they head to Baltimore and play at M&T Bank Stadium on December 1st. And then they come back home, play the Panthers, the Steelers, play the Commanders again, and then play the Cowboys again, and then play the Giants on the last week of the season. That sounds to me like a little bit of a tougher schedule for the Birds. But yeah, where are you tuning in from? Let me know down below. Let's say hi to everybody. William's here. Chiquita's here. Walt is here. Larry's here. What's going on, baby? Wow. All right. Memberships. Okay. Memberships are $2.99 a month. For those of you that are members on here, you get access to some really, really cool emojis for the Eagles. We just activated our Eagles membership emojis today, which is really, really exciting. So we have some awesome, awesome stuff. Members, if you are here, if you could just show and flash all of the I almost called them gifts, but all of the emojis. I can't think of the right term. I don't know why. It's just been a day for me. But yeah, if you could flash all the emojis, I would really appreciate it. I'm tuning in from Cranford, New Jersey. 24-17 is my final score, says Jane. Jane, thanks again for coming on last night. In LA at SoFi, but which team? The Rams. They play against the LA Rams. The Chargers don't play at SoFi, do they? Do the Chargers actually play at SoFi? I actually did not know that, if that is the case. LA Chargers home. They play at SoFi too? LA Chargers, yeah, they play at SoFi too. Huh, I actually did not know that. Huh, you learn something new every day. A good matchup on Thursday night football? Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? I'm actually really, really excited about this, and I think it's going to be a really interesting battle. So I want to get into the quarterbacks, okay? I want to talk a little bit about Jalen Hurts. I want to talk a little bit about Jayden Daniels. First, we'll start off with Jayden Daniels. He's had a really, really good season. He has a very good arm out there. His pocket awareness is great. Also just has an incredible IQ. Understands when he has to get rid of the football. And this is a kid who's just 23 years old who went to LSU and has just been tearing it up, really, for the Washington Commanders. Of course, a former Heisman Trophy winner as well. But, yeah, second overall pick in the draft of the 2024 draft. And he's been nothing less than sensational, really. He's been absolutely phenomenal this season. So far, though, in the last game, he ended up not really having his best game. He threw for 202 yards and had a rating of 68.5. But throughout this whole entire season, he's 12th amongst all quarterbacks in passing yards, and also has 9 passing touchdowns. Only 2 picks though this year, and he's looked really good. He's 6 feet 4 inches tall, 210 pounds as well, and yeah, I think that you're gonna have to really try to keep him on his heels tonight. He can also run the ball too. Now, he only rushed for 5 yards in the last game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but the game before that, he had 35 rushing yards. You have to just be aware that he does have legs as well. Had a 16-yard game that was against the Giants when they ended up beating the Giants 27-22. So I think that the main thing for him is just to provide pressure, and they got to make sure that they blitz. I expect Zach Bond's going to have another nice, really good game for the Philadelphia Eagles, and I think that he's going to be one of those guys that just goes off today. I also expect that I expect Jalen Carter to also have a really nice game too. If Jalen Carter can get 2 sacks today, that would be really, really awesome. I think that he can do a lot defensively and provide a lot of pressure. I don't think that he's going to get double-teamed a lot, and he's going to find ways to break through and put pressure on that O-line. If the Eagles win the trenches today, this is my main takeaway. This is what I really do believe. If we win the trenches today, we win. Saquon needs to get a lot of touches in tonight's game. And the Eagles are going to have to rely on the run a lot. I don't expect them to go to the air game too much. I do expect Jahan Dotson to get involved somehow, some way. Maybe he'll make like a nice big play against the Washington Commanders. That would be really awesome. But I think that this defense is going to have a very good outing tonight, and Vic Fangio is going to shine. I do. I really, really feel that way as well. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm also going to put this out there. I also believe that we get our first Quinyon Mitchell pick. How's that sound? Does that sound good in the chat? Let me know down below. If we can get Quinyon Mitchell to just get a pick, bro, that would be awesome. That'd be absolutely awesome. But yeah, Jayden Daniels is not somebody that you want to mess with at all whatsoever. Now, Jalen Hurts, on the other hand, he's been playing a lot better. He really has. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I know that he's been very... It's funny because every time he's been getting the ball in the second half, it seems like that his first halves are different than his second halves for the most part, especially last week. But he did a much better job in the second half and did what he had to do. He really did. He played a very, very good brand of football, and he did what he had to do against Dallas. Look, he had one pick. He also had a fumble. Those were both in the first half. And then it wasn't until the drive where they had 1:48 left to go in the first half where I thought that he turned the Jets on. I thought that drive was the best drive of the first half, and that sort of shifted the momentum of the game. And if we can see that type of Jalen Hurts today, that'd be really cool. I would really, really like that. I hope that he doesn't have to pass the ball as much today. It's a short week. He passed the ball. I thought he passed a lot in his last game when I was watching. But if we can try to rely on the legs of Saquon Barkley and we win through the trenches, I think we win. And I think it's going to be really awesome. My prediction is that it won't be 24-17. My prediction is going to be I'm going with 27. 27 for the, or sorry, I'm going with 30. 30 for the good guys, and then I'll go with 20 for Washington. Writing that down now. All right, what else? Any score is possible, but that score absolutely will not happen. Okay, I changed mine 31-17 Eagles final, I promise. JJ back for some football, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right, I'm hoping that we don't have a lot of glitches tonight because, again, it's on Amazon Prime. I don't get that on my actual TV, so I'm using the computer. Lots of bandwidth, man. Lots of bandwidth. Kami's offense is pretty good. Their defense is not. Yeah, the thing about them is that their secondary has really been struggling, and that's why they ended up getting guys like Marshawn Lattimore, but Lattimore's not playing tonight, and they're going to have to rely a lot on Michael Davis and Mike Sandristil as well, and Quan Martin, and they just haven't really been very good options for them at all. So if they do decide to go to the air game, I don't see that as a bad thing. I would really like it if Saquon got a lot of touches tonight. It's Thursday Night Football. They're coming off of a short week, and it would just be really, really cool if he could have a breakout game. All right, we're at the link. We're ready to get started. It's 45 degrees and very cloudy. It looks really cold out there for sure. All right, Saber with the kickoff as we are underway. The ball is going to be caught towards the back of the end zone, and taking the knee is Cooper DeJean. And the Eagles will start things off as they have the football. And that's how we start off the ball game. All right, where is... Oh, yes. I forgot. I'm not going to be able to look at chat too much when I have this, so... All right, let's go, baby. Hurts and the offense are going out there. Eagles are in their teal uniforms. They have the Eagles logo on the front side of the helmet and over towards the left side of the jersey. Hurts in the gun, he gets the snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught over towards the 30 and taking it all the way towards the 35-yard line is Jahan Dotson. They'll say that he gets 8 yards. So 38 yards, or sorry, yeah, he'll have it at the 38-yard line. Oh, my gosh, I'm literally stumbling on my words today. How's everybody doing? Comment down below. I'm not writing all this down, says Larry. My prediction, 26-12, Vikings. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. 2nd and 2, A.J. Brown in motion as the Eagles again go from right to left. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap. He's looking. He'll throw it over towards the right side, and it goes out of bounds. Supposed to go to Saquon Barkley, but he overthrew it. All right, so let's put this up here. By the way, the Eagles are so they're obviously taking on the Commanders. This rivalry has been going on ever since 1934. Eagles have faced Washington 180 times, and the Eagles have had they've had 85 wins, 6 ties, and Washington has had 89 wins. Here comes Saquon, who runs up the middle, gets 3 yards. Dorrance Armstrong is there to take him down, and we have a new set of downs. It's a 1st down for Philadelphia. Now, Landon Dickerson did get hurt on the play, and hopefully he's going to be okay. The trainers are going out there to check up on him. The Eagles did just get Jordan Mailata back, which was big news for them, and they're fully healthy, which is really, really nice to see. But you hope that Landon Dickerson's going to be okay. It looked like as he tried to make a block for Saquon Barkley, he just got twisted and turned. Looks like it was by Daron. It looked like it was by Daron Payne, I believe. Dickerson, a 2-time Pro Bowl selection. So he's going to be hobbling off the field. And the trainers are going to assist him as he walks back over towards the sideline. Tyler Steen is going to come on in, a 3rd-round selection, 65th overall draft pick back in 2023. Looks like they're going to try to get him all the way towards the medical tent. Where is this? Okay. That's better. He got up pretty fast after injuring what appeared to be his right leg, says Jeff McLean. He's limping off of his own. Tyler Steen is his replacement for now. So 1st and 10 for the Birds at their own 41. Barkley runs up the middle, and Bobby Wagner takes him down right at the 45-yard line. Well, Bobby Wagner, we talk a lot about how much veteran leadership does matter, and this guy, even still at his age, has just been unbelievable. He's in his 13th season, obviously a 9-time Pro Bowler, played really, really well with the Seattle Seahawks, and still is lighting it up on defense. Hurts sets up in the shotgun, gets the snap, looks over towards his left side. He has time. He backs up over towards the 25. He throws it all the way towards the 50, towards the near sideline, but it's incomplete. And 3rd down coming up for the Birds. 3rd and 6 at their own 45-yard line. All right. So Tyler Steen, as we just mentioned, is out there at left guard as he comes on in for Landon Dickerson. There's Joe Witt Jr., who is the Commanders' defensive coordinator. Brian Johnson, of course, also there, former Eagles offensive coordinator as well. 3rd and 6 coming on up. 2 receivers line up over towards the right side, 1 over towards the left. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking. He throws up the middle to A.J. Brown, who catches it right at midfield and gets past the sticks. He's marked down at the Washington 48-yard line, and it's a 7-yard gain for the Eagles. Nice play by A.J. Brown, Kellen Moore, and Jalen Hurts. Let's go, man. First read covered, got to throw it away. Hurts doesn't go through reads. 1 option only, says Larry. 1st and 10. Here we go at the Washington 48-yard line. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking. He finds Brown again, who catches it right at the Washington 23-yard line. It's a gain of 25. Nice job by Hurts again to just fake the handoff. They went play action there. A.J. Brown ran a little slant route, and he almost had to stiff arm past one of the safeties. They'll feed it to Saquon, who gets taken down and wrapped up in a bow. He tried to pass one defender by pump faking over towards his right side, and then it was Holmes that was there to take him down, and a swarm full of Commanders were there to just meet him right at the Washington 25, a loss of 2 on the play. It's 2nd and 12 coming on up. This Washington front has been pretty good all season long. Deron Payne has just been one of those guys that's been really, really sharp. And how about Jalen Holmes, who's been one of the backups for Clellan Farrell over at left defensive end. Hurts will get the snap. He's looking. He fires it. He throws it to Saquon, and the Eagles end up getting there's a flag thrown on the play. Eagles receiver did make the catch with 11:10 left to go in the first quarter. That was Ainias Smith who caught it. The penalty is called on Mekhi Becton, so it's an offensive holding. That's a 10-yard penalty. And 2nd and long coming up. It'll be 2nd and 22 to be exact. I like the little slant that AJ ran on the play before that. That was a nice 25-yard gain. Eagles with 8 plays and 35 yards in a matter of 3 minutes and 42 seconds. 2nd and 22 coming up for Philadelphia. They'll set up in the pistol. Hurts will get the snap. He's looking. He fires it, and it's incomplete. Over towards the near sideline. Good coverage, and Hurts just not able to find anybody wide open. Not only was there holding on Mekhi Becton, but Ainias Smith was also wide open way before Jalen Hurts threw it to him, according to Jeff Kerr as well. Olivia Reiner just tweeted out that Landon Dickerson, quote-unquote, is out of the medical tent, and he's standing on the sideline doing some air squats. 3rd and 22. This is a big play coming up for the Eagles. 3 receivers lined up over towards the left side. They'll hand it off to Saquon Barkley, who gets past one defender, takes it to the 30, dives forward, and takes it to the 30 to the Washington 25-yard line. 4th and 12 coming on up. And you would think that the Eagles are going to go out there with the field goal unit, and they are. And they're going to have to rely on the legs of Jake Elliott. So 10 plays, 45 yards in a matter of 4 minutes and 18 seconds, and the Eagles are going to take the 3. They'll call it 4th and 13. This is a 44-yard field goal attempt. Here's Elliott, who's 12 for 15 on the season with his field goals. His longest is 49. All right, ball spotted, kick is up, and it is no good. Wide left. So Washington will take on over at their own 25-yard line, and Jake Elliott not able to make a field goal from 44 yards. It's no good. No good. And with 9:55 left to go in the first quarter, Washington will have the football. Come on, Jake. That drive, I have a lot of questions. I do. I have some questions about how things went on that drive. But now we shall see what goes on. Wow. How many Saquon touches, man? Not a lot on that first drive. It's not, honestly, that's what I expected. I expected as the game goes on, towards the second half, they usually tend to go to Saquon a little bit more. It takes him a little bit to find his rhythm. You know what I mean? But yeah. Don't do this to me. What's going on? A.J. Brown, clear holding, says Larry. Kami's taking away the quick swing passes. Hurts got to throw it away. He's so limited. Yeah. Yeah, man. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit those notification bell icons too, and that way you know when I go live. Oh, by the way, that was Kenny Gainwell. Sorry about that. That was not Saquon Barkley. Broad says, I was happy after AJ's 26-yard gain. I was not happy after Jake's missed field goal. Dude, he has to make the field goal there. There's no doubt about it. He has to make that field goal there. He most certainly does. If you are tuning in for the very first time, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. That's what I do on this channel. If you guys want to become members, it is $2.99 a month. Okay, it's $2.99 a month. You get access to some really, really cool emojis. If my members are here, comment what some of the emojis are, so that way we can show and flex to other people what it's all about, and they can join in on the fun. If you want to become a member, well, here it is. I'm going to post the link right now. It's down below. And, yeah, man, here we go. What else? What else do we have going on? After the game, guys, after the game is done, I am going to be going on for a post-game show, and I would love to hear you come on and give me your thoughts. I think that would be really cool. I'm doing that after every single Sixers game now, and I'm going to be doing it after every single Eagles game, too. So that'll be really cool for y'all to be a part of that, and I am excited. I'm really excited. All right. Oh. Let me do this first. All right, so Jayden Daniels goes out there for the Commanders. We have a throw over towards his left side, and it's going to be caught well before the sticks. Maybe just a gain of 1 or so. Or, sorry, a gain of 5, sorry. Again, I don't like how this is. It has to be on my monitor. So I have to switch things around. It was to Austin Eckler. And Zach Baun's the one that made the tackle. 2nd and 5 coming up. And they'll decide to run the football. Bijan Robinson runs up the middle. And it's just for 1 yard. I said Bijan. I meant to say Brian Robinson Jr. So 3rd and 4 coming up at the Washington 40. Good job by the Eagles defense. This defensive front has been really, really good so far. Over the last couple of weeks. 3rd and 4 with 9 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Daniels lines him up. 3 receivers over towards the left side. A tight end over towards the right. And it looks like Austin Eckler over to his right as well. He gets the snap. He's looking. He fires up the middle. Incomplete. And Zach Baun tried to make a diving catch. Just could not get to it. And it's a 3-and-out by the Eagles defense. I got Zach Baun emojis in the chat. I better be seeing Zach Baun emojis from my members. Come on, baby. Oh, he almost had it, too. Just slipped out of his hand. And Carter almost got a piece of the football, too. He almost blocked it. 4th and 4. And all of a sudden, it'll be Way who's going to go out there. Tress Way, who's going to punt the football. Left-footed punter, and it is high, it is deep, it's going to be fair caught right at the 8-yard line by Cooper DeJean, and the Eagles will have it and set up shop at their own 8-yard line. How about Zach Baun, man? Just continues to be the best defensive player on the Eagles. Unbelievable. I know I say it every week, but it really is just such an incredible story. You know, it's really, really cool. All right, so we'll mute this tab. Mute that tab. We got 54 people on here watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I got new Zap on emojis, baby. There we go. Jane's got it. Nice. Nice. That was a chip shot. That was a great 3-and-out. They needed that. All right, good stuff. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And again, I promised that I would post my post-game show link. I'm going to do that right now. I forgot to save that to Microsoft Word. Apologize. We'll share, we'll copy, and we'll paste it on here first and foremost. And here you go. After the game, come talk to me. I want to hear your thoughts, man. I really do. I really want y'all to come on and just have a conversation with me, and let's just talk birds. Whether it's a win or a loss, I'm sure that we have a lot that we can talk about after this game is done. Thank goodness there's no Sixers tonight. We do have the Flyers score up and running. For those of you that are curious, the Flyers are down 2-1 against the Ottawa Senators. They'll use them more. They will definitely use them more. I'm not too worried about it. All right. What's up, chat? Tucker and Elliott are washed. A new age of great kickers have arrived in Jake Bates and Brandon Aubrey, says KGB. Whoa. Okay. Did I scroll down? Yeah, okay, I did. 2 screen/swing passes on that drive got blown up. It's a lot easier if you're on a laptop, but when you are waiting, you have to kill your original YouTube screen while you're talking. That's what I learned. All right, let's go, baby. Come on. Jordan Mailata back out there for Philadelphia. Talked about that he missed some time. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. And Hurts will get things set up once again. It'll be Barkley right behind him, and he hands it off to Saquon Barkley. He gets a block. He runs over towards the near side and gets tackled and gets about 5 yards or so on that play. What the heck? What happened to my screen? What happened to my screen? Great. There it is. So he gets about 8. It will be 2nd and 2 at the Philadelphia 17-yard line. 8:05 left to go in the first quarter. Hurts now is lined up under center. Devontae Smith over towards the left. A.J. Brown now in motion. Goes from left to right. They hand it off to Barkley again. Barkley escapes one tackle, dives on forward, and I think he just got the first down. Let's see. They're going to say it's a 3rd and inches. They're going to say that he was just shy of the first down marker. I thought maybe he just got to the line. Tush push coming up. Hurts is under center. They push forward. Too easy. They got the first down. They signal first down. The refs do. And the clock continues to move with 7:23 left to go in the first quarter. Saquon now is over 1,000 rushing yards, man. Congratulations to Saquon Barkley. Let's see Saquon's in the chat. Let's go. 1,000 rushing yards for the 4th time in his NFL career. Had previously done so in 2018. It's been some time, man. 6:53 left to go in the first quarter. They fake the handoff to Saquon. Play action pass from Jalen Hurts. He finds Dallas Goedert, who caught it right at the 22. And he gets tackled in the backfield, but they'll mark him down at the 22-yard line. Goddard able to make a 2-yard catch as they swung it out to Dallas Goedert towards the outside. And the clock just continues to tick. All right. Hurts will get the snap. He's looking deep, and he fires it. It's incomplete. It was supposed to go to A.J. Brown over towards the far sideline, and he overthrew it. So the pass is incomplete. Hurts today, 4 for 8 in the passing game, 42 passing yards, and not a whole bunch. Right at it. So here's a big 3rd down coming up. It's 3rd and 8. Clock stops with 6:19 left to go. They say on Amazon Prime that Washington's predicted to go with man here, with man coverage. Hurts gets the snap. He's running. He escapes the pocket, and he gets clappered down and sacked by the Washington Commanders. And it's a loss of 3. It was Lavu who was able to make the tackle there. That is Frankie Lavu, who's one of the good linebackers that the Commanders do have. And the Eagles not able to do too much there. They moved the sticks just one time, but they'll have to punt it right at their own 20-yard line. And Braden Mann's going to go out there to punt it for the Birds. The kick is high, and it's going to take a bounce right at the 40, and it'll go over towards the 42, and it's picked up there by Grant Calcaterra. Not really a good punt there by Braden Mann. It's just a 38-yard punt, and Washington is going to be in good field position when they return. And Jayden Daniels will come back in just a few moments. I wonder, Devontae Smith, I didn't say this either, but Devontae Smith looked to be open on that short cross on that third down play. And I'm wondering if he just didn't see him, but he was open. And just curious why he didn't throw the ball to him. I don't know. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe as well. Oh, I forgot that this is up. I apologize. Apologize about that. Here come the RPOs. Yeah, it was nice talking like that. If you figure out how easy it is, but you make everyone feel comfortable when they're talking, for sure. What's going on? Oh, it was nice talking about, you're saying on the Discord? Yeah, it's fun doing Discord. If I knew it was that easy for Discord, I would have done it a long time ago. It's so cool, man. It really is. Adam's here. What's going on, Adam? I haven't seen you on here in a while. Where have you been, bro? What's up? Where have you been, my friend? It's good to see you. Good to see you. We're going to take a sip of water. Right. All right. Everybody's talking about Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. How we feeling about that, man? How we feeling about that? Anybody ready to watch that tomorrow? It's crazy that it is going to be tomorrow. Say it's going to take place at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I actually didn't know this, but it's taking place at AT&T Stadium. I did not know that. Anybody excited about that? Anybody not really excited about that? Let me know down below. Usually sleeping during games, says Adam. You're good, man. You're good. Why is chat a little bit off over here? Huh. But today I'm off. No, you're good, man. Nice. It's good to see you. That's all I wanted to say. All right, Commanders have the football. Jayden Daniels with a play-action pass. Goes over towards the left side. It's going to be caught right at the 40, taken all the way towards the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20. And, well, that was a big gain there for the Washington Commanders. And my screen just froze. Great. It was a pass to Austin Eckler, and it was good for 34 yards, and they took it all the way to the Philadelphia 24-yard line. Eckler actually did a fake jet sweep, if you will, and then he went on over towards the left side and almost stiff-armed Zach Bond as he caught it right at the 40-yard line towards the left of Jayden Daniels. 4:35 left to go in the first quarter. No score so far. Daniels will step up. He'll try to climb the pocket. He takes it all the way towards the 20, right down the middle. Inside the 20, right at the 18-yard line is where he's marked down. And second and short. It'll be actually 2nd and 5, excuse me. It wasn't really a good angle for Zach Bond to be able to make that stop on Austin Eckler, but still has wheels, man. 13 rushes in his last week against the Steelers, 44 yards. Averaged about 3.5 yards per carry, and he also had 2 touchdowns in the game as well. They'll hand it off again. This time it's to Brian Robinson Jr. He escapes 1 tackle. He escapes 2. He takes it all the way towards the 10, towards the 5, and he's inside the 2. And a 1st and goal coming on up. They'll mark him down right at the 1-yard line. An 18-yard gain for Brian Robinson. And suddenly the Eagles just cannot tackle. Crazy. 1st and goal. Here we go. Daniels lines him up in the gun, hands it off, and Robinson's going to stay on his feet. He gets into the end zone. He ran up the middle. Nobody could tackle him. There was a pile-on of Eagles there, and Robinson gets the touchdown, and the Commanders take a 6-0 lead just like that in 2 minutes of play. So they handed it off to Robinson, and Robinson had Reed Blankenship on him and Josh Sweat, and nobody could take him down. Jalen Carter tried to take him down too from behind, and nothing worked. And Robinson plunged his way up. So Washington strikes first. It's 6-0. Extra point coming up. Ball spotted. It's up, and it's good for the Commanders. So their kicker who's out there, that's Zane Gonzalez. No Austin Seibert. So Zane Gonzalez able to make the extra point, and it's 7-0 Commanders with 3:26 left to go. They played. They literally just bullied the Eagles right there. And the Eagles could not make tackles. Zach Bond had one tackle that literally slipped right through him on Austin Eckler. And then on that last play in particular, nobody could take down Brian Robinson. They had like 4 defenders on him. They literally put the entire army on him, and yet Robinson was still up. Crazy. Eagles coaching is so unimaginative and uncreative. Now you see what I see, Larry. Great. That was awful tackling. Eagles not playing good in this quarter, says Adam. Oh, they're playing great, guys. Oh, man. They're not acting like the game is over. They're just calling the obvious, man. It's not over. They know that. They're just calling the obvious. They missed tackles. They didn't do a good job defensively on that drive. Vic Fangio, honestly, I can't even blame Vic there. I thought that he put them into really good positions, to make plays, and the Eagles defense just did not get through. Eckler carried Bond for 30 yards. He did. How are we tired? We rested our starters in the fourth quarter of the last game, says Marshawn. I don't know. They got to wake up, though, man. They got to wake up. That's for sure. So 4 plays, 58 yards in 2 minutes for the Commanders. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really, I should say. We'll go over out-of-town scores throughout the NHL and the NBA game. There's actually only one NBA game tonight, and that's actually going to take place at 9 o'clock. But we'll do scores after this, after the first quarter is done. 3:26 left to be played in the first quarter. This is the Eagles' first deficit, by the way, according to Zach Berman. This is the Eagles' first deficit, quote-unquote, since the second quarter against Cincinnati in Week 8, and only the second time that they've trailed in a game since the bye. Crazy. 3:26 left to be played in quarter number 1. And Jalen Hurts and the Eagles offense are going to get the football. They got to try to go for the tie here, man. They weren't able to capitalize on a 3. It should be 7-3. But regardless, Gonzalez will kick it off, or Tressway will kick it off, I should say. And the ball's going to be caught right at the 10, right towards the 15, taking it all the way towards the 25, to the 30, to the 35. And marked down right at the 35 is Will Shipley. So he ran for 32 yards. He was able to make a nice catch and then just zigzagged all his way towards that Philadelphia 35-yard line. And the Eagles will have the ball at their own 35. Big drive coming up for Jalen. 4 for 8 today in the passing game for 42 yards. Now's the time where you really just want to try to run the ball, man. You want to try to run the ball and establish the ground, you would think. Barkley is over towards the left side of Jalen Hurts as they line up in the shotgun. Brown is in motion, going from left to right. Hurts gets the snap. He fakes the handoff to Barkley, rolls over towards his right side, throws it. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith was wide open towards that far sideline and just could not make the catch. He was over towards the far sideline and had a wide open catch, and he just was not able to make it there, man. A.J. Brown was also open as well. That was a weird drop by Devontae Smith. You don't really see that every day. So the clock stops with 3:12 left to go in the first quarter. And this time they have Hurts lined up under center. Goddard was in motion for a quick second. 3 seconds left on the play clock. And Hurts will pitch it to Saquon Barkley, who runs towards the inside to the 35, past the 40, and goes out of bounds right at about the Philadelphia 42. So it's just a 6-yard advantage for Saquon Barkley. And Chin is the one that made the tackle. And a 3rd and 4 coming down. He had some good blocks there. And I liked the design on that play. Wonder if they should just run it with him again here. Barkley on 6 touches, 20 rushing yards. His longest today so far has just been 8. Brown over towards the right side. Hurts will get the snap. He's looking. He fires it, and it's dropped. Again, good coverage by the safety Sandstrill. It was incomplete to Jahan Dotson. He just could not hang on to make the catch. And it's another 3 and out from the Commanders' defense. Jahan Dotson was lined up over towards the right side. Devontae Smith was covered there, and Dotson just could not make the catch. And it was good coverage, but I thought maybe he had a chance to catch that. And the clock stops with 2:30 left to go in the first quarter. 2 drops, man. One by Devontae Smith, and the other one by Jahan Dotson. Man is going to punt it for Philadelphia at the 42. This time the punt is high, and it is pretty deep. It'll be caught right at the 6, taking it towards the 15, escaping one tackle, running outside over towards the 16-yard line will be the returner there for Washington, and that is Austin Eckler. But we do have a flag thrown, and the refs are going to discuss and gather together to see what the call is going to be on. I haven't had any flags in this game so far. Hopefully I didn't jinx it. Still waiting to get a signal of what the call is. Eagles 7-2, Commanders 7-3. Eagles still have the lead in the NFC East. 2:15 left to go in the first quarter, and a timeout called. Still didn't get any confirmation of what the call was. All right, so that was Olamide Zaccheaus who ran towards the Washington 17, and there was a penalty on Igobin for illegal blocking above the waist. And that's a 12-yard penalty, so Washington is going to have to set up shop at their own 5-yard line. Huh. Wow. That was a better punt there by Braden Mann. The last time he punted it, only got like 35 yards and put the Commanders in very good field position to get the 7 points. 2:15 left remaining in the first quarter. Jayden Daniels goes back out there. 39 passing yards for him in this first quarter alone. He'll get the snap. He's over towards his end zone. Fires it, and it is going to be caught right at the 2 and taken down by Darius Slay Jr. is the receiver for the Commanders. That was to Austin Eckler, so that's a loss of 2 yards. 2nd and 12 coming up. They'll mark him down at the 4, actually. Wow. Right at about the 3.5. I thought it was right at the 2, but nope, that is correct. That's the 3.5-yard line. Daniel sets up in the shotgun. They hand it off. It was a late handoff this time. It was over to Eckler, who plunges up the middle, gets maybe about 6 yards, and Josh Sweat is able to tackle him. And a 3rd and 6 coming on up as they're at their 10-yard line. They have to get it to the 16. Clock continues to wind down with 1:10 left to go. Big 3rd down for Philadelphia. Let's go, baby. Come on. All right, let's go. Let's get a stop. Daniels in the shotgun. 5 seconds left on the play clock as he'll get the snap. He's looking. And pressure's coming. He escapes the tackle. He climbs the pocket, takes it to the 10. And wrapping him up is Nakobe Dean. Right at the 11. An ankle tackle by Nakobe Dean. I thought that maybe Daniels was going to get by him. He did not. And the Eagles get a stop, and it's a 3-and-out for the Washington Commanders. Good job by Nakobe Dean. He had him one-on-one and almost got faked. Did not buy in, though, on the little shimmy, and just was able to tackle Jayden Daniels right at the ankles. Way is going to punt it at the Washington 12. And the punt is over towards the right side. It's going to be caught at the 45 by Cooper DeJean. Takes it to the 50, and he's wrapped up right at the 49-yard line in Washington territory. So the Eagles have very good field position. There's still 3 seconds left to go in the first quarter, so the Eagles will have time to maybe just run the ball before the quarter does end. They trail 7-0. Again, Brian Robinson had the 1-yard touchdown run to put them up 6-0 with 3:26 left to go in the first quarter. And then Zane Gonzalez got the extra point. Eagles could use a very good drive here. Can't really sell for a 3. You have to take it to the end zone. So Goddard goes over towards the left side. There's 2 receivers over towards the outside on each side. Barkley's going to run up the middle. He stiff arms his way, and he runs diagonally, and he takes it all the way for about 5 yards. They'll actually say that it was good for 7. And Bobby Wagner's there to take him down. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the Washington 41 when we return to action to start off the second quarter. So a 7-yard gain by Saquon Barkley, 27 rushing yards on 7 carries. And the end of the first quarter has arrived. We go into quarter number 2. The Eagles with no score, but the Commanders, they have 7. Okay. Not my best, but we're going to have a better second quarter, right? It's going to be even better. All right. What's going on, everybody? Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. All right, so now we have to make sure Hurts is a college QB. Just run the RPOs, says Larry. Let's go. I will take any points right now, says Marshawn. I need a 7, man. So my poll question, if you have not answered the poll question, I wanted to know how many touches is Saquon going to get? Is he going to get 20 or less? Is he going to get 21 to 25, 26 to 30 touches, or 31 plus? So far, 47% of you say 20 or less. 30% of you say 21 to 25. 19% of you to say 26 to 30. And only 4% of you say 31 or more. Interesting. Nobody has done their job offensively for real. Dude, I don't know why we had I don't know why our receivers dropped 2 footballs. Schmitty, rare dropper, who knows? That wasn't Jalen. No, it wasn't. That was just a rare drop. He was wide open. Should have caught it. And again, AJ was open on a route too, but even still, Devontae has to catch that. Lou says, what's ironic, and again, I'm sorry I can't display your chats. It's not going on for me right now. What's ironic is that Lurie wants long passing plays more than anyone. He insisted on drafting Hurts, who is a college-style QB, so Lurie's meddling is why we are a running team. That is really funny when you really think about it in perspective. It is. That's really interesting. Also, happy birthday to Devontae Smith, man. Shout out to Devontae. Still would have been nice for you to make the catch, but you still have plenty of time left to go, man. Happy birthday to Devontae Smith. How old is Devontae today? In case you're wondering, well, he's 26 years old now. Just turned 26. All right, 2nd and 3. Coming on up. Hurts again in the shotgun. Brown in motion, goes over towards the right side. They hand it off to Saquon Barkley, who tries to lunge on over towards his left side and is taken down right at the 40. So he just gets 2 yards there. They'll say that he was down at the 39. They'll give him 2 yards, and Frankie Lavu, makes his 2nd solo tackle of the day. 3rd and 1 at the Washington 39-yard line. Again, they pitch it to Barkley, who runs over towards the left side, takes it past the 39, and he gets past the sticks. It'll be a gain of 3 yards. Chin there to tackle him, and Saquon Barkley moves the chains. A little pitch over to Saquon, and he just ran over towards the outside, escaped 1 tackle, and then got tackled right on the ankles. Eagles have had the football for 10.5 minutes so far in this game. The Commanders have had the ball for only about 5.5 minutes. Hurts lines him up. Barkley right behind him. They hand it off to Barkley. They pitch it back to Devontae Smith, and now back to Hurts, and Hurts is taken down in the backfield. That is a big loss, and Hurts was stumbling a little bit, and now he gets up, and that's going to be a loss of 13 yards. They tried to get creative there, but that was just, Washington was able to recognize the play, and I don't know what that was. So they handed it off to Saquon, then they pitched it back to Devontae, and Devontae gave it back to Jalen Hurts, and he was taken back right at the Washington 49, and 2nd and 23 now. So the Eagles have dug themselves into a hole, a big hole. Can they get out of it? Hurts in the gun. Gets the snap. Looks over towards the left side. It's caught by Gainwell. Takes it to the 50, to the 45, and he's plastered down right at about the 43. Inside the 45, I'll say. And 3rd and medium coming on up. 3rd and long, excuse me. There's Joe Witt Jr., the Commanders' defensive coordinator. Has to like what he's been seeing on this drive. 7-0 Washington, 3rd and 17. Can Hurts get the Eagles a first down and put them right at the 26? Hurts in the gun. He gets the snap. He's looking. He fires it to Goddard, wide open, up the middle, and he catches it right at the Washington 33-yard line. Bobby Wagner takes him down, and it's a gain of 6. It's a gain of 10. 4th and 7 coming up at the Washington 33. And Elliott's going to go out there to try to redeem himself and make a field goal here with the clock winding down to 11:50. The Eagles are just one of 3 teams without a 50-yard field goal make this season. Ball spotted. Kick is up by Elliott, and the kick is no good again. Wide left, and Jake Elliott has the yips. So, way too far out to the left, not even close. And it'll be 7-0 Commanders. They'll take on over at their own 41, just like they did the last time that Elliott missed a field goal. So, great. Come on, man. Jake Elliott has missed as many field goals in the first half as he did all of last season. We can't even take the points. That's wild. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is a lost chat. It ain't over. Come on, man. We got plenty of time. I mean, come on. As frustrating as it is, it's only the first half. We're not even through the second quarter. It's going to get better. But, yeah, that's pretty disappointing. That's a shame, man. Jake Elliott is just off, man. Ike Reese had a shaking his head emoji. I don't understand why they called the trick play then. That's like the thing I'm confused about, is that they dug themselves into a big hole. That's not the time to do it. The time in that moment is to give the ball to Saquon and have him be creative and just let him cook. Why get a little bit fancy schmancy there when you can make the game simpler, man? You dug yourself into a really bad hole. That's what I don't understand. Come on. Again, a lot to talk about after this game, and we're not even through the second quarter. But we'll be on, and we'll have a little post-game show, and I encourage you all to come on and talk to me, because that would be really, really awesome. Let's post the link down below. Actually, you know what we'll do? We got to get rid of our custom browser. Copy. Get rid of it. Ninja Chat, we'll call it. Okay. Oh, whoops. That was not the right one. All right, Daniels in the gun, gets the snap. He has time. He tries to escape a couple of tackles, and he gets wrapped up by Zach Bond right at the ankles. And Daniels is sacked for a big loss. How about that? And Brandon Graham also able to provide a nice play, man. That was big. 2nd and 14, so it was a loss of 4 on that play there for Jayden Daniels, and that sends him back to the 37-yard line. They have 2 receivers lined up over towards the right and 2 to the left over on the outside. Daniels again gets the snap. Pressure's coming, and down he goes! The defense just being able to do what they have to do. Josh Sweat breaks on through the cardboard and eats up Jayden Daniels. 3rd and 22 at the Washington 29. The defense came to play, and that O-line for Washington just not able to do anything about it. Jalen Carter also got by his man, too, and plunged and bulldozed his way into Washington territory. 3rd and long coming up. They'll hand it off to Robinson, who zigzags over towards the left side, gets past the left guard, and then he's taken down. It's about a 5-yard game, but we do have a flag called on the play. And I think it's going to go against the Commanders. Penalty was on Coleman for offensive holding. They declined the penalty. And 4th down coming up. That's going to be the 3rd 3-and-out that this Eagles defense has provided. Again, they only gave up the 7 points in the first quarter on that drive with 3:26 left to go. Just the 2-minute drills that was on, or it just took 2 minutes, and that was just on 4 plays. Other than that, the defense has been great. Way is going to punt it, and he gets the snap, and he's gonna punt it over towards the right side. It's gonna bounce inside the 30 over towards the 25, and it goes out of bounds right at the 25. So that's a 40-yard punt by Trent Way. And we have a timeout on the field with 9:51 left to go in the first half. Tressway. Did I say Trent Way? My gosh. Ugh, I just wish that the game was on the TV so I could just look at it right here. This has to mess up my whole entire screen. Or my whole entire display, whatever. It is what it is. We battle through it. Share the wealth, man. Can't stand back there for 5 seconds on 1st down. Thank you so much on JJ part. What's going on? Oh, we got a $50 super chat. Oh, my gosh. 3-step. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to 3-step. Wow. Share that wealth, man. Dude, thank you so much for the $50 super chat. That's absolutely awesome. Hurts is going to fake the handoff. He runs up the middle, takes it to the 30, and he's marked down at about the 32. Again, sorry, I have to keep changing my pages because of this. So it's a 6-yard gain. Bobby Wagner again able to make his 3rd tackle on the game so far. And we've talked about how great of a career he's had. A guy that's a 9-time Pro Bowler and has had a lot of success, not just, of course, notably on the Seattle Seahawks, but now he's on the Commanders. Also got to play with the LA Rams in 2022 as well. 2nd and 5 coming up. Hurts is going to get the snap, and he hands it off, and 3rd down coming up as my screen froze, and Barkley just ran up the middle for 1 yard, it looked like. Barkley today, 10 touches for 33 rushing yards. And I got to tell you that the Commanders are doing a pretty good job up front. The Eagles have not really been able to be as creative on offense, but they're doing what they have to do on the defensive side, the Commanders. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap. He has time. He backs up. He tries to throw it to A.J. Brown, but it's incomplete over towards the left sideline. And another 3 and out. Hurts has not had a good first half at all whatsoever today. And Brown, honestly, was wide open. He did a good job at escaping his man, Chin, and Hurts knew it was off the line as soon as he threw it, and he just started to pout. So 3 and out in just less than 90 seconds. And man's going to punt it as it's going to be caught right at the 24, and stumbling right at the 27 is, or the 26 is Olamide Zaccheaus, the former Eagle. Played with the Birds just last year. Timeout with 8:20 left to go, or 8:13 left to go on the field. And the Eagles will be right back. Dude, I need to take a very quick step off. I will be right back in just a few moments, dude. Thank you so much for the $50 super chat, man. I really, really appreciate that, dude. That was so nice. You're the man, 3-Step. Shout out to you. Let's give you a round of applause. That's incredible. All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. In case you are just tuning in, the Eagles are down in this game 7-0. By the way, the Flyers are down 3-2. Hurts is just not a pro-level QB. A great offensive coordinator can make him look really, really good. He's not having a good game today. This is his worst game that he's had in a while, honestly. It really is. He's not executing at all. And part of the reason why is because the Commanders' defensive front and the linebackers are doing a good job at making him pay. Here we go. So the Eagles will have to play defense as Daniels is out there. He'll get the snap. He's looking towards his left side, throws it to Brown, who catches it and gets 4 yards. Escaped a tackle, and Jalen Carter was there to take him down. So that was Diami Brown, who was a second-string wide receiver, backup for Noah Brown. 2nd and 6, 7:35 left to go in the second quarter. A lot of Brown receivers today. Lots of receivers that have the last name of Brown. Here we go. They line up in the shotgun again. Robinson gets the handoff, and he'll take it all the way towards the Washington 38-yard line. Reed Blankenship takes him down. It's a 7-yard gain, and the first down coming up for the Commanders. Here we go. Daniels again in the shotgun. Will get the snap. Robinson makes the catch over towards the outside, and he just gets marked down below the sticks, or before the sticks. It's an 8-yard gain, though. They'll actually say that he got 9 there, and Cooper DeJean is going to tackle him, and the ball will be spotted at the Washington 47-yard line. So 2nd and 1 coming on up. 3 plays, 20 yards in just 61 seconds for the Commanders, and the clock continues to tick. Eagles trail 7-0. They'll hand it off to Austin Eckler, who runs over towards the outside, takes it all the way towards the 49, and will be marked down right at about the 50. And we do have a flag thrown, though. So the clock will stop with 6:26 left to go. We mentioned before that the Eagles and Washington have played each other a total of 180 times. Eagles have 85 wins and 6 ties, and the Commanders and another first down coming on up. Mitchell just did not do a good job at staying on Zach Ertz, and then it took 2 defenders for the Eagles to just take him down. It's Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell. A new set of downs for Washington. This is their 3rd set of downs today. Here we go. Daniels rolls out over towards the left side. He's going to slide right over towards the line of scrimmage and maybe get half a yard there with 4:50 left to go in the first quarter. And 2nd down coming on up. Daniels, a guy who played for Arizona State and also won 2 titles with the LSU Tigers. We mentioned that he's a Heisman Trophy winner as well. So hasn't looked too strong today. Here's Daniels in the shotgun. He gets the medium snap, and he throws it. It's a bullet pass up the middle, but it's incomplete. Nobody was home. That was supposed to go to Noah Brown, but the pass was really short, and Darius Slay did a good job staying on him for the most part. He did a good job at just staying on him. But 3rd and 9 coming up with 4:20 left to go in the second quarter. Washington today's just 1 for 4 on 3rd downs, by the way, on 3rd down conversions. The Eagles are 4 for 9. Empty backfield. Daniels gets the snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it is incomplete. Austin Eckler dropped it. He could have caught that right at the 45 on a slant and just could not make the catch. And, well, the Eagles are going to get the ball back. Could have caught it right at the Washington 45. Wide open play. Clock stops with 4:17 left to be played. Birds are 7-2. Commanders are 7-3. So Way is going to punt it. Tress Way has punted the ball a lot today. And it's been pretty good. The punt is going to be pretty high, and it'll be caught right at about the 9. And Cooper DeJean calls for the fair catch. And the Eagles will set up shop in their own territory at their own 10-yard line when they return to action. All right, we're going to play a little game, man. We're going to play a little game called Eagles, I don't know what we'll call it. All right, but I'm going to ask you a question, okay? And, well, actually, yeah, okay. So it's called Rivalry, this game, okay? How well do you know this rivalry? I'm going to ask you a question. If you got it right, you'll hear this. If you got it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. First time that the Eagles played against Washington was against, of course, the Redskins at the time. It was on October 21st of 1934. Who won the game, and what was the final score of that game? First time that they met. Let me know down below. Let me know down below. The 9-yard line, I hate it here. Nobody's going to get this, JJ. Marshawn, come on, man. Somebody will get it. Somebody actually has been watching the Eagles for a while. Come on, dude. What was the final score? All you have to do is just guess, man. I mean, it's not really hard. Just guess the final score. You don't even have to know it. It's just fun to guess, dude. DC 37-7. My parents weren't even alive in 1931. Your grandparents were. 37-7, that is incorrect. Anybody else want to guess? Anybody else want to guess? You don't have to guess. It's fun guessing, though. I don't know who won, but the Native Americans lost. That is... wait, now I understand. I understand what you're saying now. 7-0 Eagles. You're actually close. And the Eagles did not win. Eagles 14-13. Nope. You're close. I'll take one more guess. One more guess. One more. One more guess, man. Let me know down below. 4:11 left to go in the second quarter. As Hurts lines him up in the gun, he'll get the snap. He looks over towards his left side. Saquon Barkley will make the catch, and he takes it out of bounds right before the 15-yard line. 17-0, says Adam. Nope. Washington won the game 6-0. That was the first game. It was 6-0 Washington. Nobody got it. Second and inches, so they said that he was short of the first down. It was just a gain of 9.5 by Saquon Barkley. 3:43 left to be played in the first half. Hurts hands it off to Saquon, who runs up the middle, takes it all the way towards the 25-yard line. St. Juste stay there to tackle him. And a 1st and 10 as Philadelphia moves the chains. Good block by Cam Jurgens as well to create that little separation for Saquon to operate. Clock continues to tick. 3:20 left to go. Be nice to see a long drive here and just utilize the legs of Saquon. Fake the handoff. Hurts looks up the middle. He throws it. It's caught by A.J. Brown just shy of the sticks. And he'll get about 8 yards there. He actually said that he caught it right at the first down marker, and it'll be a 1st and 10. Huh. Caught it right at the 36. Yep, he did. He caught it right on the line. 2:45 left to be played in the first half. Hurts will get the snap. He's looking over towards his left side, throws it to Devontae Smith, and he caught it right on the outside hash mark for 3 yards. Smith today, just 2 targets. That was his first reception that he made, and it was just for a gain of 3. Just for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Last play that the Eagles will probably run before the 2-minute warning. 2:15 left to go. 13 on the play clock. Hurts lines him up. And he hands it off to Saquon Barkley, who spins forward, gets past the left guard, and goes over past the sticks into the secondary. And the Eagles get a first down. And 2-minute warning is here. Saquon gets a gain of 9 as he was able to get past the left guard and spin his way on forward. He's just so talented at football. And Armstrong there to tackle him. But with the 2-minute warning coming up, the Eagles will have it at their own 48-yard line. Still have all 3 timeouts in this first half. Okay. 1-0, 2-0. Man, Saquon has to be special for us to score. Dude, why are you tapping in like in all caps? You don't have to do that, my guy. You're fine. You're okay. You're okay, man. That's how Sirianni was going to get people on his side to go for it. Just have Elliott miss kicks. Dude, I was literally thinking the exact same thing. Jake Elliott is literally making Saquon look good. Or sorry. Jake Elliott is making Nick Sirianni look good. Again, I can't speak. All right. In case you are new to the channel, the name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I go on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. If you enjoy my play-by-plays, make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe. Constructive criticism is always welcome on here as well. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. If you have not tuned into me before, I called G League games when I was in college and also minor league games as well. Didn't get a whole lot of reps with football, but it's what this is for, man. It's what we're doing this for. And it's cool. It's fun. It's really nice. I love broadcasting. I love doing traditional play-by-play. I'm not really as big of a fan of as like the watch party stuff. That's just not really me. That's just not my style. I like to do it classic, man. And if you like that, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. My fan remote's over there. I have to remember to get that. If you're screaming, Marshawn. What's up, Grace? Grace is here. We got a $5 dono too from Louie. Thank you so much, Louie. Appreciate you. Okay. Marshawn, huh? Speak up. Yeah, I can't hear you. That's funny. All right, here we go. 2-minute warning has just passed us. Hurts lines him up, and Saquon gets the handoff, and he's met at the 48-yard line in Washington territory, so he just gains 4 yards there. Dude, I swear, if this screen just keeps freezing, I'm really going to lose it. 98 seconds left to go in the first half. One receiver over towards the left, 2 to the right. Hurts finds Devontae Smith, who runs a slant, catches it right at the 25, takes it all the way towards, right at the 35, takes it all the way towards the 30 and towards the 27-yard line. And a 21-yard gain as Devontae Smith was able to run a slant, get past one defender, and with 1:08 left to go, the Eagles have it at the Washington 27-yard line. They fake the handoff to Barkley. Hurts rolls over towards the right side, takes it to the 30, and they'll slide right at the 25-yard line. Yes, and we have a flag thrown again. Oh, my gosh. Man. Is that the first time that he ran? No, that was the third time that he just ran. The third time that Jalen has run today, and it's only for 9 yards, man. Shohei Ohtani just won a first-team All-MLB honors for the first time in his career. That was just announced. Sanders still did a good job of covering A.J. Brown. Again, Marshawn Lattimore's not even playing today for the Commanders. He's not. He's not playing today. Let's see what the call is here. So a 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Sanders still had illegal contact. I don't really know if that was illegal, but it was on A.J. Brown, and that'll put Philadelphia at the Washington 20. It's a 5-yard penalty. Hurts hands it off to Saquon Barkley, who runs diagonally over towards the inside and gets taken down right at about the 19-yard line. Then the Eagles are going to burn their first timeout. It'll be 2nd and 9 coming on up. Ball spotted at the Washington 19 with 51 seconds left to go. Commanders are going to call their first timeout, actually. So the Eagles don't even have to use it. And they'll actually add 2 seconds back to the game clock. Elliott is warming up over on the sidelines. Again, he's missed 2 field goals today. Both of them from 44 yards. Eagles on 3rd down today are 4 for 9. They've had a total of 159 net yards. The Commanders have only had 101. Yet the Eagles just are losing this game. They have a goose egg up for now. And they're 18 yards away from putting up a 6. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking. He fires towards the end zone, and it's deflected and incomplete. Sanders still did a good job of covering Devontae Smith. And 3rd and 8 for the Eagles right now. So Smith was running over towards the end zone and thought that he had his man beat there, but that was just really good coverage by Sanders still to just stay on him. He played really good man coverage there. And Devontae not able to make the play thanks to the good coverage. 3rd and 8 coming up. Still at the Washington 18-yard line. Eagles have the ball. Clock stopped at 47. Hurts gets the snap. He'll climb the pocket. The blitz was coming, and he'll take it all the way out of bounds over towards the 10. They'll mark him out right at the 9. The pocket was collapsing, and Jalen Hurts did a good job at just being able to scramble towards his left and then run diagonally towards the inside and just run out of bounds and utilize his legs. A 9-yard scramble for Jalen Hurts. And the clock stops with 39 seconds to go. Eagles still have all 3 timeouts, too, by the way. Barkley in motion, going from right to left. Hurts will run up the middle, and he escapes 1 tackle, and he goes towards the 5. He'll be marked down right at the 4. How the heck did the guy that was first supposed to tackle him, he just missed that? Just missed that tackle completely. And the Eagles will finally burn a timeout. 42 rushing first downs this season for Jalen Hurts, which is most amongst quarterbacks in the NFL. Thank you again so much for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate it. Always in shotgun, very little pre-snap motion. Nothing. What time is it? 9:32, dude. It's been a long first half. I have thoughts, man. I want to make sure that I give my thoughts when we go into halftime, man. Hurts under center. Hands it off to Barkley. And Barkley met by a plowful, if that's even a word, of Washington Commanders. There were 4 Commanders that were there to just meet him right at the Washington 3. And it'll be 3rd and goal coming up as the Eagles will use their second timeouts. I don't know. What would you do here? Would you run it again? Honestly, I try to pitch it, man. I would try to do a pitch here. But what would you do? Let me know down below. What would you actually do on this play? Would you still run it? Third and goal with 28 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Eagles just burned their second timeout. What would you do, chat? Run it again, says Marshawn. They put it in a question mark. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking and steps up. Pressure's coming. He throws it, and it is incomplete. Pass rush was coming, and he got taken down, and Hurts was about ready to be sacked, and he avoided it. And 4th and goal coming on up. It's at the Washington 3-yard line. I don't even know if you kick it here, man. I really don't. He had all the time in the world to just try to make a play and just could not make a good read. And honestly, that could have been a face masking call on one of the defensive linemen. Crazy. They collided at midfield, running a mesh, Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, man. 4th and goal coming up, and Elliott's going to come on in for the 3. It's a 21-yard field goal. Ball spotted. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Eagles take the points. 7-3. They're down by 4 with 19 seconds left to be played in the second quarter. Not a good first half at all whatsoever, man. Lots of questionable decisions. But they finally scored. Run it. Same as every other offensive play, says Larry. Oh, boy. 7-3, Philadelphia. That took literally 15 plays, and they took 4 minutes off the clock, and they only got 3 points there. Crazy. Wild. The Commanders' defense is... Honestly, I think that the Eagles are leaving a lot of meat on the bones. But there's not a lot of creativity, so it's like it's been pretty easy for the Commanders to just make plays, you know. Kickoff underway, it's high, and it's going to go end over end. And Jayden Daniels will have it at the Washington 30-yard line. His man kicks it for 65 yards. And Washington will have a touchback. So it'll be interesting to see if the Commanders decide to take a knee or not. And they have 2 timeouts left. I think that they are gonna try to get into field goal range. That's what it looks like for sure. Lots of safeties back out there for the Eagles. Jayden Daniels gets the snap. He's looking up the middle, finds Austin Eckler, and it's a nice gain there. Eckler able to take it for 18 yards. And that puts Washington at their own 48-yard line with 11 seconds to go. Soft coverage. Nobody was covering the middle. And a timeout called by Washington. Great. Crazy. So that's their second timeout that they decide to burn with 12 seconds left to go in the first half. We're showing a replay of the Hail Mary throw by Jayden Daniels against the Chicago Bears. Daniels will get the snap, throws it, and it's incomplete. Is that supposed to go to McCaffrey? It was. You know, Terry McLaurin, is he playing today? He hasn't had any receptions. So 2nd and 10 with 9 seconds left to go in the first half. A pick 6 would be just what the doctor ordered here for the Birds. Just imagine. 2nd and 10, ball spotted at the Washington 48-yard line. Then the Eagles are going to burn their third and final timeouts. All right. Yeah, right. You funny, JJ. What did I say? Can we get an actual Oxford definition of tweaking? I'm 13, and even I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what did somebody say tweaking in the chat? Oh, tweak out. I don't know. I didn't go to Oxford. I know that that's not what you meant. I just wanted to try to be funny. Empty backfield as Daniels will get the snap. He has it at the 40, throws up the middle, and it's caught. Trying to make a sliding catch was Brown, and he got it for 12 yards. 3 seconds are left, and the Commanders are going to burn their final timeout. Let's see again if he caught it. Did he utilize the ground there? I think he had it. I do. I think he had full possession of it. The ball almost slipped out, but good job by Brown to just be able to make that catch. I think he had it. He says that's not a catch, or the ref's okay. I thought that he had it. The ball did move a little bit when he made the sliding catch, but I think that he had full possession. It looked like to me that he did. So the timeout was called by Washington, and they're going to send out the field goal unit after this review here. What are they calling now? Replay, official review to the pass of the rule, and the play was reversed. So the pass was incomplete. Wow. And they had 2 seconds left back on the game clock. I thought that he had it. Playing is a relevant term. All right. 5 seconds left to go in the first half. 3rd and 10, and they're going to run it up the middle. And Robinson takes it past midfield, and that's going to do it. Clock expires. It was just a 5-yard gain, and that's it. And the Commanders will receive the ball to start off the second half. Oh, my goodness. 7-3 is the score, and they'll be back in just a few moments. All right, I need to take a very quick step off. I promise I will be right back. I do have a lot of thoughts. I'm very disappointed in how that first half went. I'm really not happy about it. All right. I will be right back, though. Don't you go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Be back in about 2 minutes or so. See you soon. Full blame on Jalen Hurts for. I would have tried to go to A.J. Brown. I saw that he was wide open there on that slant, and I thought that that would have been the better play. But he just he didn't make the play there. And he looked out of it. I don't know. He looked a little bit tired out there, to be honest with you. There's no energy boost or anything like that. He looks tired. He looks very fatigued. And look, the Commanders are coming off a 3 days rest too. There's no excuse. They're coming off of a bad loss, and you figured that it was probably going to be an ugly game. I actually thought it was going to be a high-scoring game, but part of me was also like, well, don't be surprised if it's an ugly game because it's Thursday Night Football, and Thursday Night Football games are not the best product out there for some reason in regards to just high offense. So, yeah, very underwhelmed and not so happy with how things have been going offensively. What needs to change? First and foremost, establish the ground in the second half. Saquon has got to make his touches. Was it a hard catch? Was it well played, JJ? No, I just said wide open drops. Like they had 2 wide open drops. I don't know if you heard that. Might have had an ad though. But yeah. No, I'm baffled with how they played. And I'm very underwhelmed. I'm not happy. I also want to apologize. Next time that I do this and it's on Amazon Prime, I have to remember to get this up on the iPad. I don't have the iPad right now. It's somewhere else. And I can't go get it. So, that's why we've had some freezes. That's why I've been a little bit frustrated up here too, because I'm not able to see everything. So, but yeah. I don't know. And I gotta make sure that I take this out and reset Ninja Chat, because that's not working now because we're running a lot of things. That's why all these things are not working, because we're running too much on here. But yeah, very frustrating first half. They have a chance to pull this out, though. They do, and it's still within reach, but they're going to have to do a lot. All right, so the Eagles will kick off first to start off the second half, catching it all the way towards the 25 and taking it towards the 30 as the ball comes loose. I think that the ball came loose for a second, and it was fumbled by Eckler. It was fumbled by Eckler, but then he was able to get on top of it and still take it to the 35. Let's see again. Yeah, the ball got punched out of Eckler's hand. It did. And Wilker just got right on top of it and was able to secure it. Thank goodness for their sake. Was recovered by Walker. All right, so let's see if the Eagles defense can try to do a good job here. They have 4 men up front, 4 in the linebacker unit. And getting the snap is Jayden Daniels. He hands it off to Robinson, who runs past the left guard, takes it all the way to the 35, and he'll be marked down at the 39-yard line. Nolan Smith is going to make the tackle. He hasn't been involved at all today. Tell you another guy that I haven't heard his name, and I don't really think it's a surprise to anybody, and that's Bryce Huff. I haven't seen any action from Bryce Huff. But in regards to Nolan Smith, this is a guy who was a first-round draft pick for the Philadelphia Eagles and was a draft pick from Georgia. Here comes Robinson as they line up in the shotgun. Runs up over towards the right guard and takes it, and gets a loss of 3 as Jalen Carter's there to sack him. Wow, I missed that. Carter got through and just was able to break on by Wiley and wrap him up right at the ankles. He fumbled and still ran it for 35 yards. He ran it and then, and then fumbled, and then they got on top of it, yeah. 3rd and 5. Daniels in the shotgun, gets the snap. He's looking, fires it, and DeJean, who was covering Brown, and they're going to call a pass interference on him as it was incomplete. Cooper DeJean gets called for a pass interference, and that's going to move the sticks. Ugh, it's too bad. Too bad. So a PI called. Noah Brown was the intended receiver. I don't know. I thought that he was covered well. I didn't really think, was it? There was no pass interference there. Come on, man. He didn't even grab the jersey, like maybe for a second. Not even. But, man, that was good defense. And now they're at midfield. Flyers completed the comeback, and they won 5-4, man. That's awesome. 1st and 10 at the 50. Robinson runs up the middle, escapes 1 tackle, and just sniffs the Philadelphia territory and gets right at the 49. Both teams with a short KO and good return. Kick it to the end of the zone, or kick it to the end zone. Duh. Yeah. Here we go. Shotgun formation again for Jayden Daniels as he gets the snap. He's looking. He finds Eckler over towards the outside. He escapes 1 tackle or gets by 1 person, takes it all the way towards the 30, and he's marked down right at the Philadelphia 28-yard line. Ugh, man. So they get another 1st down just like that. Eckler today was 6 receptions for 81 yards. His longest was for 34. He had a 20-yard gain right there. They hand it off to Robinson this time, who takes it to the 25, and he's down at the 20 and gets an 8-yard gain. And C.J. Gardner-Johnson there to tackle him. 5 plays, 49 yards in 2 minutes and 35 seconds. As the Commanders are just marching down the field, and the Eagles have to try to get a stop. Less than 12 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Daniels again lined up in the shotgun formation. He'll get the snap. He runs up the middle, but he's met up right at the 17-yard line by Brandon Graham and Zach Bond. A loss of 2, and it's 3rd and 4. Good job by the Eagles defense. 3rd down coming on up. Come on, man. We need a rally here. Daniels had nowhere to go. Milton Williams, Zach Bond, and Brandon Graham all able to touch him. Daniels in the gun. gets the snap. He's looking down the center. It's incomplete as he throws it, and no good. And 4th down coming on up, and it looks like the field goal unit is going to go out there. How about Darius Slay doing a good job at covering his target, and that was Terry McLaurin. Again, he's had no receptions today at all. Just one target. That was his only target that he's had in this game. You think that would be crazy. And yet the Commanders have the lead. They're up 7-3. This is a 40-yard field goal attempt here for the Commanders. It'll be Zane Gonzalez going out there to kick it for them. Gonzalez with the snap and the kick, and it's good, but a flag is thrown. And I think it's going to go on the kicking team, and that's going to send them back more. Delay of game, 5-yard penalty on Washington. So that sends them back to the 27, and that's 4th and 9. So they'll have to do it again. Gonzalez, 2 field goals last week against the Steelers. One was for 41, and the other one was from 48 yards. All right, they do it again. Second try, ball spotted, kick is up, and that one actually looked better. It's good. 10-3, Commanders up by a touchdown, and Jalen Hurts trying to get warmed up over on the sidelines as he's going to have to come out and try to tie the game for Philadelphia. Ugh, I haven't even gotten to play the Fly Eagles Fly song today, man. Come on, dude. Come on. What are we doing? We need to step up right now. This is the drive where I better see them just run the ball, and, oh yeah, run the ball. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh, my gosh. I just realized I was not on my live stream screen. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. How come nobody called me out for that? Ugh. Please. Nobody called me out on that. They were like, JJ, you didn't switch your scene. Speak up. Come on. Cue up the band, JJ. Is that another term for saying go back to your live screen page? Is that code for that? Now people want to tell me. I've never seen a more bogus call, says Larry. Commies got the memo to just run it. Eagles have to get the memo too. They do. They need to run the ball here. They have to run. I expected this to actually be a good game, and I'm very underwhelmed. And I'm also annoyed. Cue up the band, JJ. League relying on the refs to create some offense, says Larry. Dude, I don't get this team. This league is just crazy. How about this, man? You know, we talked a lot about Sarah Langs during the baseball season. Literally, she got a whole standing ovation. And Mandy Bell tweeted about it. The whole room of baseball's biggest stars giving Sarah Langs a standing ovation. Just typical stuff. As she got an All-MLB award. Good for her, man. That is incredible. That's absolutely incredible. Baseball is the best, she says. It's great. All right, here we go. Kickoff by Zane Gonzalez is going to be caught right at the 10, taking it all the way towards the 20, towards the 30, towards the 35. And being marked down is going to be Kenny Gainwell. There is a flag thrown, though. And I think that that's going to go against Washington for some reason. That's what I think. But we'll see. Hurts was ready to go over towards the 35, and now he's looking the other way. So let's see what the call is. If it was on the receiving team or what. Brown got called for a holding. And Philadelphia would have it at the Washington 35-yard line. Or sorry, at their own 13. Yep, it was Sidney Brown, offensive holding. 10-yard penalty. That's what it was. So Philadelphia inside their own 15-yard line. 10:56 left to go in the third quarter. All right, come on, Jalen. Come on. Let's get something going on offense here. 10-3, Commanders lead it by 7. Robinson had a touchdown with 3:26 left to go in the first quarter. Ran it for a yard. Gonzalez got the extra point, and then Gonzalez kicked the field goal to get the Commanders 10 points. Hurts is going to run as he runs over towards the outside, takes it all the way towards the 15, and slides right at the 20-yard line. So he gains 7 yards there, and 2nd and 3 coming on up. Eagles did get a field goal from Jake Elliott with 19 seconds to go in the first half. Elliott also missed 2 field goals as well from 40 yards. 2nd and 3. 10:25 left to go in the third quarter. Hurts lines them up. They'll set up in the pistol, it looks like. Smith in motion. They hand it off to Kenny Gainwell, and Gainwell gets past the line, or Saquon Barkley gets past the line of scrimmage and just gets 1 yard there. I couldn't tell if that was Gainwell for a second. I thought it was. 3rd and 2 at the Philadelphia 21. So just a 1 yard gain there for Philadelphia. And this is a big play. Eagles today on 3rd down, 5 for 11. Again, they've had 182 net yards today and are down 10-3. They've rushed it for 30 more yards compared to the Commanders. Hurts play action pass. He throws it, finds Dallas Goedert. Goedert runs the slant and takes it past the sticks, and he's in to the 35-yard line. That's where he'll be marked down by Chin. It's a 15-yard gain as Dallas Goedert's able to make the catch over towards the near side. So Goedert with now 3 receptions, 27 receiving yards. Obviously, that was his longest catch that he's had today. Hurts in the passing game, just 11 for 20. He'll hand it off to Barkley, who gets past the left guard and goes up over towards the left side, and Bobby Wagner meets him right at the line of scrimmage. And 2nd and 10, Frankie Lavu also there as well to be the tag team partner with Bobby Wagner. Lavu's been getting his number called a lot today. 6 combined tackles for him. 4 solos and 2 assisted. He's been really good out there. Shohei Ohtani also just won the Hank Aaron Award. That was just announced. 10-3, Eagles down by 7. They sit up in the shotgun once again. 1 second left on the play clock. They hand it off to Saquon Barkley, who plows over towards the 40, and he lost his footing, and then got back up on his feet, and he's marked down at the 42, I believe. And 3rd and 6 coming up. No, they just said that he was marked down at the 40. They said that he was touched. Let's see again. O-line did a good job at giving him a little bit of space to operate. 3rd and 6. Hurts in the gun. Gets the snap. He'll loft it up the middle to Saquon, who takes it to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, inside the 20-yard line. Improvisation by Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. They'll mark him down at the 17. That is a 43-yard play to Saquon Barkley, and the Eagles are in the red zone. He got past Bobby Wagner. There was no chance that even he was going to try to slow him down. 61 rushing yards for Saquon and 52 receiving yards. They find Dallas Goedert, and Goedert makes the catch over towards the right side and just gets a gain of 2. Sanders still is there to wrap him up. How about that play, though, to Saquon Barkley? The pass rush was coming to Jalen Hurts, and he had to throw it, and Barkley was able to just get a lot of space to operate, and he ran past Bobby Wagner. 2nd and 8 at the Washington 15-yard line. Eagles are knocking on the door. Will the Commanders let them in? 6.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Hurts again in the gun. Will get the snap. He rolls over towards his right side. He's going to run. He takes it to the 20 and runs out of bounds right at about the 15, so just gets back pretty much towards the line of scrimmage. They'll actually say that he got 1 yard there, and it'll be 3rd and 7 coming on up. I'm surprised he actually did get a yard. 6 minutes left to go. Eagles are 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive, and now have converted 7 times in 13 opportunities. Barkley now up to 113 scrimmage yards after that 43-yard catch. 1 second left on the play clock. Hurts will get the snap. He's looking. He fires it towards the end zone. It's incomplete. No, sir. A.J. Brown was covered by Sanders. And 4th and 6 coming up, and the Eagles, I think, are just going to take the 3 here. They are. So the field goal unit's going to go out there, and the Eagles have not been able to get a touchdown today. Sanders still has done a really good job of covering A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, honestly. He's been really strong out there in the secondary over at the nickel. 5:40 left to be played in the third quarter. Elliott going out there for just a 31-yard field goal attempt. Ball spotted, kick is up, and it is definitely good. And the Eagles are down by 4. That's the second field goal make in 4 opportunities for Jake Elliott. And the Eagles put up another 3. They're down by 4 with 5:32 left to go in the third quarter. Okay. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. And turn on those notification bell icons, too. And that way you'll know when we go live. Why are we airing it out? Come on, defense. Let's have some magic. Defense has got to be carrying today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have on here, man? How many likes do we have on here? Where are my members at, man? I see Jane on here. Who else is a member, man? Let's give out some more memberships. Let's try to make some more members out of this. How does that sound? Shall we do that? I think that sounds cool. Let's do another 5 gifts. Let's do it. Let's see who's now going to be a new member of the channel. I just gifted 5. Lonely Satellite, Patrice Gabriel, Sharon McLean, Swansea Boy, and Matt. All gifted memberships for Play-by-Play with JJ. Congratulations. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Nice, nice, nice. 60 likes, 55 likes. I trust Larry. I trust Larry on this one. I'll take the over. I'll take the over. Scott retracted his message. This is the lowest scoring game for teams with high scoring offenses. I know it's not like both teams are even playing. The Eagles have played good defense at times, but I feel like that both teams have had their chances to actually execute and make better plays. I think that they've both been, in a lot of ways, sloppy on offense. Let's go back to this poll question. How many touches is Saquon going to get? 44% of you have said 20 or less. 36% of you have said 21 to 25. Saquon already has 18 touches. Already has 18. 26 to 30, 17% of you said that, and 31% of you, 3% of you have said 31 or more. I'm over and out, says Scott. You're good, man. We got 62 people on here watching. There's Josh Harris, owner of the Philadelphia 76ers, the New Jersey Devils, and, of course, now the Washington Commanders. So, man, is going to kick it off. It's a diagonal kick, and it's going to go over towards the end zone, and it's caught. And that was a weird kickoff by Braden Mann, but regardless, it'll put Washington at their own 30-yard line. Bad offense or good defense? Bad offenses, Larry. Yeah, I've been very underwhelmed with the both of them, honestly. Eagles defense is playing pretty good, but I think that Jayden Daniels has looked pretty rusty out there, man. I will share the emojis with you, says Jan. Come on, man. Come on. I like this. All right, Daniels will hand it off, and he gives it up to Robinson, who runs over towards the middle and gets past the right guard and just gets a couple of yards there. Dude, this literally keeps freezing. I'm ready to, literally just be angry. 2nd and 7 on a 3-yard run by Brian Robinson. Here comes Jayden Daniels, who's going to scramble, climb the pocket, run up the middle, and he's twisted and turned right at the 40-yard line and gets a first down. It's a 7-yard gain for Jayden Daniels, who was able to scramble. He realized that he had some blockers, and he was just going to run it up the middle, almost tried to stiff-arm pass Zach Bond, and Bond and Blankenship twisted him and took him down. 1st and 10 with 4:35 left to go. They hand it off to Robinson again, who gets tripped up past the line, but he gets 3 yards out of it. They'll say it's a gain of 4. Robinson today, 12 rushes for 60 yards and a total of 69 scrimmage yards in this game. Austin Eckler has only ran it for 7 yards on 2 carries, but he has 81 receiving yards on 6 receptions, including what was his longest. That was a 34-yard gain. Jayden Daniels lines them up. All the receivers lined up over towards the right side. They hand it off to Robinson, who thought about going up the middle and then took it over towards his left side, and he just only gets 1 yard. Jordan Davis closed the gap and finally was there to make a tackle. Davis has been assigned to just stop the run and close those holes, and he did. He most certainly did there, and finally was able to make a tackle. That's his first one today. And again, Bryce Huff has just not gotten anything, man. 3rd and 5, 3:20 left to go, 5 seconds left on the play clock. Daniels in trouble, and down he goes. Jayden Daniels gets sacked in the backfield, and the Eagles are going to get the football back as the punting unit is going to go out there. What a sack by Nolan Smith, a loss of 8 yards. And it's 4th and 13 at the Washington 37-yard line. Nolan Smith got right by Coleman and just went right behind Jayden Daniels and blindsided him. And away is going to go punt it. And away we go with 4 seconds left on the play clock. Way punts it high and pretty deep. And it's going to be caught right at the 13 by Cooper DeJean. He'll take it to the 20, escapes a tackle, and then gets plowed by 3 Commanders right at the 23-yard line in Philadelphia territory. And the Eagles will have it once they return from the timeout. Okay. No one should be rich enough to own 3 teams. That's obscene, says Larry. I know, isn't that really crazy? All he needs is a Major League Baseball team, man. 0 turnovers so far. Sooner or later. Crazy. We have 65 people on here watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We have 60 likes. Let's get to 100 likes, man. Let's get to 100 likes on here. And again, I want to shout out. Oh my gosh. I'm blanking out now. Why am I doing this? I want to shout out our $50 donator. Oh my gosh, I'm literally having a brain freeze. We also had another super chat today too as well. And I want to just give thanks to those people that actually have donated to the channel. It really, really means a lot. 3-3-step. Thank you for the $50 super chat. Oh my gosh. Literally ugh, man. I'm just so annoyed with this. I really am. Never again am I going to put this on a monitor. And I should have known, because when I'm doing the Phillies games on Apple TV, I put them on the iPad now because, again, it takes up a lot of bandwidth and a lot of space. That's why it freezes a lot on here. Lou, Harris should have been forced. He should be forced to sell the Sixers. Put him on the Jumbotron in the Commander's hat and see how many people support that new arena. Crazy. It's really wild. Also, congratulations to our brand new members, by the way. In case you're wondering why you're probably not getting a membership, it is randomly generated. If you don't put in your credit card info or your bank info, you're not going to get it. You got to put in. I will do $5 if the Eagles win, says Jane. You don't have to. You don't have to do that. But thank you. Let's go Birds. Again, after the game is done, we're going to have a Discord voice chat. So please come on and give me your thoughts on this ball game. I want to throw up already, figuratively speaking. That's how awful this game has been for the Eagles. But they're still in this. This is ugly. This is as ugly as it gets, man. 1st and 10 for Philadelphia at their own 25-yard line. Hurts hands it off to Barkley, who twists, plows, goes past the 30, and takes it right at the line of the sticks. And it'll be 2nd and 1. They'll mark him just half a yard short. 9.5 yards for Saquon on that run. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Come on. 2 minutes left to go. Clock winding down in the third quarter. They fake the handoff to Barkley. This time they give it to Devontae Smith over on the outside, and he gets taken down right past the sticks. And he'll move the chains for Philadelphia. 1st down for the Eagles. Lloyd was there to tackle him over towards that far sideline. He did. He took him down and tried to twist and turn him, and 1:33 left to go. So the Eagles have it at their own 35-yard line. That's where they had to get. Now they got to get to the 45. 1:25 left to be played in the third quarter. 5 seconds left on the play clock. All the receivers lined up over towards the right side. One in motion. Hurts fakes the handoff. He'll get the snap. He's looking. He'll climb over towards his left side. He throws it. It's caught at the 50 by A.J. Brown. And he takes it to the 49-yard line. A.J. Brown getting involved in the offense. I think he's pretty good at football, too. So, nice pass to A.J. for 17 yards. They'll mark him down at the 48-yard line in Washington territory. Good job by Hurts to just recognize that Brown was open and just go over towards his left. Hurts again, has time. He throws it to Devontae Smith, who came back in for a second and just gets marked down at about the 46, but a flag is thrown on the field. 36 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Eagles with 3 plays, 28 yards. In a matter of 1 minute and 8 seconds. And the refs are going to gather together, and let's see what the call is going to be on this play. Oh, no. Hurts finally got it to A.J., but way too late. A.J. had a chance for some yards after the catch. Hurts gets it to him right on time. This is Elliott Shore-Parks. Ohtani just became the second Dodger to win the NL Hank Aaron Award. Crazy. So Devontae Smith gets 3 yards, and it's 2nd and 7. See if the Eagles are going to run one more play before the third quarter is up. 5 seconds separating the shot clock, the game clock from the play clock. And I think that they are going to run one more play. They will. They'll hand it off to Saquon Barkley, and he's wrapped up by Penny right before the line of scrimmage, a loss of 1. And it'll be 3rd and 8 when we return. Ball will be spotted at the 46-yard line. One more quarter left to go. I mean, my goodness. Okay, now I'm seeing what the heck people are complaining about. Devontae Smith. I mean, that's a face mask. They should have called that. They should have called that. Even though he got 3 yards there, that should have been a face mask, man. Eagles sideline is fired up that the flag was picked up. Crowd is even angrier. It's just Zach Berman. I don't understand, man. Another no-called face mask in this game. What are these refs doing? What are they smoking, man? What are they smoking? They look like they're asleep on the job, too. Another no face mask call. Ugh. Can't grab the helmet. Doesn't matter if it's not the mask. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, I'm going to ask you an Eagles trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. All right. So let's do this one. Let's do this Eagles trivia question. The official on the Prime Video broadcast said the referee should have left the flag down on the field, and it is a penalty, says John Clark. I don't know how they didn't call that a face mask. Well, okay, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, trivia. Which football player was drafted out of Oklahoma in 1988 by the Eagles and played tight end? Something easy, perhaps. Dude, you don't have to, like, type in all caps, dude. It's okay. Don't yell at me. I've seen it 2 times with the Vikings this year. I know the rule. Why don't the refs? Crazy. Anybody know the tight end that was drafted in 1988? Anybody? Anybody want to guess? Fire away. Keith Jackson. Good job. Good job, Jane. Jane got it. Nice job. Good job. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, here we go, man. Come on. Hurts lines him up. He's in the gun. He gets the snap. He has time. He's going to roll over towards the right side. Takes it to the 45. Gets tripped up, but he dived forward. Did he get the first down? I think he was a little bit short. I do. I think that he was a little bit short there. Let's see. He did dive forward. Butler tackled him. I don't know. He may have gotten in there. That's close. That's really close. They call it 4th and 1, but the play is going to be under review. I think he got it. I actually think he got it. He ran out of bounds over towards the sideline, had to dive on forward. And the Eagles, I think, are going to have to. I think that they should challenge this. All right, so they're going to say that he did get the first down. They didn't even have to challenge it, and he got it. Good for Jalen Hurts, man. That's awesome. Good for him. I didn't know if he got it at first, but yeah, he did. Just got his right wrist right on that marker. Wow. Good for him. Hurts has ran for 39 yards. 1st and 10 at the Washington 38-yard line. Eagles are lining up on offense. 3 receivers lined up over towards the left side. They'll set up once again in the shotgun. They'll hand it off to Gainwell. He takes it to the 30, gets some blockers, takes it to the 25-yard line, and gets another 1st down for Philadelphia. Good job by the Eagles. A 14-yard gain for Kenny Gainwell. That's obviously the longest that he's had today. That was just his 2nd rush today. 300 yards by the Eagles, 164 for the Commanders. We've played 1 minute in this 4th quarter. Philadelphia has it on the Washington 24 hash mark. Here's Gainwell running up the middle, takes it to the 15, dives forward towards the 10. And he's marked down and another 1st down. They'll actually say that he was down right on the hash at the 11-yard line. Oh, let's go, baby. Kenny Gainwell just making 2 big plays. And how about that, man? 13 yards and 14 yards on the play before that. So 27 yards on the last 2 plays by Kenny Gainwell. They'll feed it again to Kenny, who runs up the middle, takes it to the 5, and he'll be wrapped up as he spins and turns and can't go anywhere right past the 5. And it'll be 2nd and 5 coming on up. Or 2nd and 3, excuse me, as he gets a 7-yard gain. I wasn't doing the math correctly. He has to get to the Washington 1, so they're at the 4. 9 plays, 72 yards for the Eagles on this drive in what has been 4 minutes and 4 seconds. The O-line's doing a really good job at providing him space. Barkley gets the football, takes it over towards the left side, and he goes over towards the 1, and he's going to be marked down right at the 1. He tried to get into the end zone, and he was marked just short of the goal line. 1st and goal for the Philadelphia Eagles, and you probably expect that the tush push is going to come on up. His elbow was down right at the 1, at really the half mark. The brotherly shove coming. Hurts plunges forward, gets on into the end zone, and the Eagles leapfrog the Commanders. Touchdown for Philadelphia. They're up 12-10 with exactly 12 minutes to go in the game. Nice job. And a good drive for the Eagles. That is what you needed, man. They needed that for sure. And Hurts able to plow his way through. Offensive line pushed the pile on forward. And the brotherly shove comes in to action just like that. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Extra point coming for Jake Elliott. Here we go. Eagles trying to go up by a field goal with exactly 12 minutes to go. Ball spotted, kick is up by Elliott, and it is no good. Wow. No good. Elliott misses the extra point. He has not had a good day at the office, but regardless, the Eagles do have the lead. They're up 12-10 with 12 minutes left to go. Let's play the song anyways. Fight. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, watch those Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles fly, on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Oh my gosh, he missed. What the heck? Dude, I know. He has not had a good day today, man. He's off. He's certainly off. How do you miss the extra point? I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't speak for him. I just call the game. I'm a play-by-play broadcaster. I don't have the answers to those things. Dude, you ever see like that like commercial from Progressive where Flo was like the maid and they have like a 90s like theme song to it and they like keep showing her and she's like, I'm not the maid. Like, I feel like that I don't know why that just popped into my head, but I feel like that's like that's like a good sort of analogy there. It's like, I don't get the field goal. I don't know why he missed. I just called the game. But I know it's a rhetorical question. Come on, Jake. Jake, are you serious, man? This is the worst game that he's had in years. Worst game he's had in years. I know he's not happy. I'm sure he's not happy with himself. But, yeah, not a good game for him. Whoever has Jake Elliott in fantasy, I think I do, actually. No, I don't. I remember I picked him up for my bye week for Boswell. That's what happened. And then I dropped him. Elliott missed the field goal, man. Should be 19-10. Dude, first we leave points on the board in like 2 weeks ago. And then this time our kicker just doesn't have it. Like, unbelievable. Crazy. All right, 12-10. Eagles up by 2. The kickoff is made, and it's going to be caught right at the 20. Taking it to the 25 to the 30 is Austin Eckler. And Jayden Daniels will have the football. Literally at his own 30. They could have just left it go into the end zone, and a touchback would have just got them right at the same exact spot. Okay. JJ's bringing the fire. Not really today. Not really today, but I appreciate it. Maybe man should kick it moving forward, says Marshawn. Let's go defense. Dude, where are my members at? Where are my members at, bro? Where are my members at? Let's get the defense emojis up here. Come on, man. 11:55 left to be played in the fourth quarter. Daniels gets the high snap. He's looking up the middle, throws it. Wide open catch for Austin Eckler, and he gets taken down right at the... right before the sticks. That was actually Bates that made the catch. And it's 2nd and 2. It was caught right on the Washington 37 hash mark. Spike Eskins said Jake Elliott has the yips. I literally just said that before he even said that. All right. A run up the middle by Robinson. And Robinson gets 2 yards. He actually took the guy that was supposed to tackle him with him. And that was Brandon Graham. So Graham could not make the stop before the sticks. Instead, it's a first down for the Commanders. Eagles have got to get a stop on defense on this drive. They're at the 40. McLaurin in motion. Only 1 target today. Daniels throws it, and it is incomplete to his tight end Bates, who went towards the outside, towards the right side, and he was literally on the line of scrimmage and could not make the catch. So that's going to stop the clock. Josh Sweat did a good job at breaking through and providing some pressure, and so did Brandon Graham, who made up for that last play. He did. Mitchell's lined up on Terry McLaurin. Quinyon Mitchell has been clamps on him today. Daniels in the shotgun, gets the snap, and he finds his tight end who's wide open up the middle, and that's Zach Ertz, and he makes the catch and gets past the chains. It's a 16-yard pass from Jayden Daniels to Zach Ertz. They'll mark him down at the Philadelphia 44-yard line. Nakobe Dean made the tackle, and Daniels again gets the snap. Rolls over towards his right side, throws it, it's complete. And Terry McLaurin gets his first reception of the game and catches it right on the 34 hash mark. And a 1st and 10 coming up for the Commanders. See if he caught it. He did. He secured it. And Cooper DeJean not able to stay out in front of him, but he was able to make the catch there. First and 10 with 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Bates in motion. They fake the handoff, play action pass over towards the right side. Bates will make the catch as he goes out of bounds, and he catches it right at about the 27, and he'll take it to the 25. A 9-yard pass for Jayden Daniels, who's 13 for 20 with his completions today. Milton Williams now is questionable to return for the Eagles. It's with a foot injury. That's what they're going to call it. 2nd and inches for Jayden Daniels. They have it at the 25. Running up the middle is Robinson, and Robinson gets plowed by Josh Sweat and Kobe Dean in the backfield. Jalen Carter also over there to the rescue as well. Carter did a good job at just getting by Wiley. He was being twisted and turned. Wiley has done a good job at sort of keeping him in check throughout most of the game. And Jalen Carter did a good job at just getting on through. 3rd and 1 with 8:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. Daniels under center. Robinson behind him. They hand it off to Robinson, and Robinson gets plowed again by a swarm full of Eagles. It's Brandon Graham that takes him down, and it's another loss for the Commanders. Another loss of 1. Zach Bond and Brandon Graham to the rescue. And Gonzalez is, I wonder if they're not gonna bring the field goal unit out there. They're gonna go for it on 4th down here. Let's see if the Eagles can get a stop. 4th and 2 with 8:05 left to go. This is a big play coming on up. Bond lines up over towards the right side. Pressure's coming. Daniels escapes the blitz. Tries to go past the sticks. And no, sir, he can't do so. He rolled over towards the right side. Reed Blankenship tried to tackle him first when he was in the pocket, and he escaped that pressure. Daniels then ran on over towards the right side, and he got pushed out of bounds by Zach Bond, who said, no, no, no. And the Eagles will have it at their own 26-yard line. A timeout called with 7:55 left to go on the field. Good defense by the Birds. Man, they needed that. Oh, that was awesome. A turnover on downs. Whew. Great. I don't know why they didn't kick it there. That made no sense. It made no sense for them not to kick that. None. Take the lead. But, you know what? I'll take that. Got to score a touchdown here. We need a touchdown. I know we do. We do. We do need a touchdown. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Guys, I better see you on here after the game. Marshawn, I better see you on the Discord call. I want to hear your thoughts, man. I really do. I want to hear your thoughts. You've been really active in the chat tonight. I want to hear what you have to say, man. I really do. Come on. Join the Discord server. Talk to me and let me know how you feel about this game at the very, very end. Y'all can come on at any time. The link is right here. It's in the live chat. If you're looking in the live chat right now, it's posted. Don't ignore it. That's the Discord link. You should also join the Discord server for some really cool things. I want to try to get that more active. Haven't really been able to do that. So, Kevin's also here as well. What's up, Kevin? How you doing? What's going on, Kevin? Kevin says Z's. I don't know if you're sleeping or if this game is a snooze fest. I don't know what that means, man. Some of y'all just have to be specific, dude. They didn't kick as a plus for us, says Scott. Yeah, it makes no sense. I don't know why you don't kick there. It makes no sense to me. All right. Eagles have it at their own 26-yard line, and Jalen Hurts is going to go out there. Come on, man. Carter was actually the one that was able to dive forward. I thought it was Reed Blankenship first, and he avoided that sack. Hurts hands it off to Saquon Barkley, who tries to get a block up the middle, but he just gets 2 yards. And 2nd and 8. Lavu able to stop him over there. 7.5 minutes left to go. If you're the Eagles right now, you just got to run the clock, man. Run that clock and kill that thing. Hurts fakes the handoff, gets the snap. He's looking downfield. Wide open is Dallas Goedert, who catches it at the 50, takes it to the 40. He fumbles the football. The ball comes loose, but the Eagles get on top of it. Right at the 35-yard line, it's Grant Calcaterra who is able to hang on to it right there. Goedert made the catch. The ball came loose as punching it right behind him was Bates. And then Calcaterra got right on top of the football. Actually, Martin was the one that punched it loose. And Calcaterra able to dive on for it, and the Eagles continue the drive. 1st and 10 at the Washington 30. They hand it off to Barkley, who just barely gets past the line of scrimmage for just half a yard. Man, Goedert just dodged a bullet there. You got to be able to hang on to that football. It was a good job by the safety for the Commanders to punch it out, but still. 2nd and 9 at the Washington 29-yard line. 3 plays, 45 yards for the Eagles in 97 seconds. 5:55 left to go in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 9. Eagles could use a touchdown here to make it an 8-point game. Hurts will get the snap. He's looking, and he throws it to A.J. Brown, who caught it right at the 23-yard line. It's short of a first down, but it's 6 yards, and Sanders still able to tackle him. It's been really strong in that secondary in the nickel. 5:20 left to be played in quarter number 4. Eagles 8 for 15 on 3rd down conversions today. There's Jake Elliott over on the sideline. 3rd and 3. Can the Eagles move the chains? Let's see. Goedert, 8 catches for 60 yards after that 42-yard catch. They're going to run it with Saquon Barkley. He takes it to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. He's in the end zone. And the Eagles get some breathing room. Saquon Barkley with a 23-yard run. And the Eagles lead it 18-10. Wow, 5 plays for the Birds. And Saquon Barkley able to just plow through the defense of the Commanders. Nice play, too. And again, he got a big gap. That was from Cam Jurgens. He did. Jurgens able to do a good job at stopping Armstrong to cause that hole for Saquon to operate over towards that right side. Extra point coming by Elliott. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Just barely good. And the Eagles lead it by 9. They go up by 2 possessions with 4:58 left to go in the 4th quarter. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Crazy, man. They needed that. Barely good. Dude, it was crazy. That was such a good goal. I swear I thought you were going to say no good. It was barely good. I don't know. It was. It just stayed in. If Elliott makes his kicks, it's 26-10. The game is far from over, but the Eagles have somewhat dominated so far. I don't know if they dominate. I don't. The dominate, I don't know if I go that far and say that at all whatsoever. Saquon, though, 100 rushing yards. Again, he's the MVP of this team. 24 touches. Whoever said less than 20, that was incorrect. Who else? Yeah, 21-25. He might get 26-30, guys. He might get 26-30. Only 15% of you have said 26-30. Isn't that crazy? I still can't believe that the Giants let go of him, or that they let him go. No domination. Yeah, I don't think that they're dominating this game. I think that that's not the right term. I don't know why. Was that Elliott Shore Parks that tweeted that out? Oh, that was Dave Zangaro. Yeah. 100 yards and now a touchdown. I had 21-25. I thought of 24. There you go, says Mike. Sorry, says Scott. Sorry. All right. Well, we have a 2-score game. I got thoughts after this. Trust me. I'm going to take notes when we go into our break before the post-game show. I had to tell you, the unsung hero on that drive is Grant Calcaterra. Grant Calcaterra literally saved that drive because he got on top of the football on the Dallas Goedert fumble. So while we praise Saquon Barkley, let's thank Grant Calcaterra too, because that was really necessary. If we were 25-10, I'd be asleep by now. Well, I hope that you're going to come on for the postgame show. I'd love to hear what you have to say, man. Jalen Carter, 1 tackle for a loss tonight. But he's been pretty good for the most part. 4:58 left to go. Washington has it at their own 30-yard line. And Daniels fakes the handoff, play action pass throw up the middle. It's picked off by Reed Blankenship. He got it. Reed Blankenship caught it right at the 41. And he was able to make the catch, and the Eagles are going to get the football back. Terrible throw by Jayden Daniels, and Reed Blankenship able to get it into the breadbasket, make the sliding catch. He actually caught it right at the 46, and that's where the Eagles will set up shop. Wow. Ay, ay, ay. The Commanders, man. Another fourth quarter interception by Reed Blankenship. Who would have thunk? Larry said no turnovers in this game, and guess what? Finally, it happened. There's the emojis. Love it, man. This defense is the real deal, dude. I'm not there. I'm not there today. I'm not like. Okay. I'll save it all for the end. No such thing as as field goal range tonight. Wow. Nice INT right there. It was a nice catch. It was a very nice catch. It was a terrible play. It was a terrible pass. I don't know what he was looking for. Nobody was there. I hate to say that our defense is way better than the offense. That's the truth. That's the truth, Jan. That's why they're winning this game. They're actually really winning this game because the Commanders' offense has been awful. I got to be honest. I got to call a spade a spade. But I'm happy that they're winning. It's just not how I would want it. Second half domination abomination, says Adam. I'm not there, man. I'm not there. You know what they're doing, though? They're taking advantage. Grant Calcaterra did a really good job just, getting on top of that fumble. No pressure at all. Jayden Daniels just had a bad throw. It was a bad throw. Nobody was there. They're showing the replay now. Daniels had a play action. Yep, nobody was on him. And he just threw it right to Reed Blankenship. It was supposed to go to a receiver, but the receiver was right at the 44, and he was not even close to being wide open. Not even close, man. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Okay. Let's go, baby. 4:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. They'll pitch it to Saquon Barkley, who takes it all the way towards the 40, gets tripped up right at about the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain by Saquon Barkley. 107 yards today for Saquon. 19-10. Eagles lead it by 9. 4:45 left to go. Just got to kill that clock. Timeout called, though, by the Commanders. They'll burn their first timeout now. I guess that's what they have to do. Eagles just got to get a couple of first downs, and then they win. Ugh, man, this was a bizarre game. This was a Thursday night football game in 2024. This was a typical Thursday night football game in 2024. Hurts will pitch it back to Saquon. He gets space, runs up the middle, takes it to the 35, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He's free. Touchdown, Saquon. He had a wide open gap, and he was just running the distance. Wow, let's see the Barkleys in the chat, baby. Woo! 2 plays and 46 yards in just a matter of 12 seconds, and Saquon Barkley says goodnight to Washington. A 39-yard run for Saquon Barkley, 146 rushing yards today, and a total of 198 scrimmage yards. If I did the math correctly, yes. Good stuff by Barkley. 4:38 left to go. 25-10. Eagles lead it by 15. Elliott coming on in for the extra point. Lovato will snap it. Ball spotted. Kick is up, and that is good. That was definitely good. That was his best extra point kick tonight. 26-10. Eagles lead it by 16 points. And you know what we got to do? We got to play the song, baby. Come on. Let's go. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. I'll take that. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. I got to admit that. Time to pull the starters now if we get the ball back, says Lou. Eagles sideline is going wild after Saquon Barkley just ran for 39 yards. Cool. That last touchdown call was nice. I got to give that to myself tonight. Yeah. A lot to talk about after this game, man. Dude, Cam Jurgens, another unsung hero tonight. Jurgens is a great center. I love what he's been able to do. And I think that he's been really, really strong. Everybody's thinking, well, what's going to happen now that Kelsey's gone? And Jurgens, Kelsey literally picked him. He hand-picked him as his guy. And it's been working out great. So, congratulations to him. There's the event. I posted it down below. After the game, you're going to come on and you're going to talk to me. You're going to talk to me about this Birds win on an ugly Thursday night by the Eagles. It's great. It's good. It's good stuff so far. I just got a text from my friend saying Barkley. That was nice. That was nice. That was really nice. I gotta tell you that. 4:38 left to go in the fourth quarter. This is a long timeout taken here. I guess that they got to get all the sponsorships in before they officially put this game away. It's great. You don't sound excited. Dude, I got excited for that touchdown run. I did. I got excited for that. Kept the energy up. I'll take it. A win is a win. Elliott will kick it off. It goes end over end. And Jayden Daniels will have it at the 30. Have it at the 30, man. Kelsey taught him right, man. He did. He did. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Dude, now you're going to make me tired from that song. It's a good song, though. Eagles they have 229 rushing yards, man. They're the best rushing team in the NFL during this winning streak. 4:35 left to go in the fourth quarter. Daniels gets the snap. He's looking, finds a receiver up the middle, and it's caught just short of the sticks, though. It's an 8-yard gain to Austin Eckler. It just continues to rack up his yards today. 88 receiving yards on 7 receptions. 2nd and 3, 4:13 left. Daniels not wasting any time. Pressure's coming. He throws it, finds Eckler again over towards that sideline. He runs out of bounds, and he gets maybe just 1 yard out of it. 3rd and 2, Zach Bond chased him right out of bounds and pushed him at the very last second. Clock continues to tick. 3:50 left to go. 3rd and 2. Coming on up. Commanders just 1 for 9 on 3rd down today. Shotgun formation for Jayden Daniels, who looks over towards the right side. And he'll throw it, and making the catch is Bates. They're actually going to say it was incomplete, but a flag is thrown on the play. Crazy. Locked on Eagles just said, going to post the Giants GM for no particular reason. Going to post a picture for no particular reason. So let's see what the flag is. Are they going to call pass interference? Is that PI? What is it? What is it? 3:38 left to go in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be a penalty on the Eagles. And that'll put Washington at the 42. No, Ertz caught it. 1st and 10, no penalty, no flag there. All right. Daniels in the shotgun will get the snap. He's looking, tries to find Zacchaeus, wide open, and no good. No good for him. Barkley already has 1,347 scrimmage yards this season, according to Jeff Kerr. And by the way, he also adds on and says only in the 10th game of the year. 2nd and 10, 3:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. Daniels will get the snap. He's looking, and he'll throw it to Zacchaeus, and that's incomplete again. Incomplete again, and another flag. Another flag thrown. Clock stops at 3:25. That's going to go on Moro Ojomo for roughing the passer. And another first down for Washington. That is the right call. He did. He touched the face mask too. Yep. Can't do that. So it's a 15-yard penalty. And Washington continues to march down the field. They have it at the Philadelphia 43. Daniels in the shotgun, gets the snap, escapes the pocket, goes over towards the right side at the 50, and will take it all the way towards the 45 and run right out towards the 38-yard line. So it's just a gain of 5. He was really back there, and he had to get to the 43 to get over to the line of scrimmage, and then he ended up getting 5 yards out of it. All right, again, a handoff this time. It goes to Austin Eckler, who runs up the middle and gets a first down, and the drive is alive. It was McNichols who ended up running for 7 yards. 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Daniels gets it, tosses it towards the right side, finds Zach Ertz wide open, runs out of bounds over towards the far sideline, and gets 10 yards out of it. And another first down. 2:53 left to go. It'll be 2nd and 1. They'll say that he was just a little bit short. I thought that he got past the sticks. 2:53 left to be played. Clock stopped as he ran out of bounds. And let's see what happens here. Daniels gets the snap, and he hands it off, and being plowed is Eckler, and he gets taken down for a loss of 5. So Bryce Huff and Jalen Carter able to stop him, and it's now 3rd and 6 with 2.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Got to get it to the 21-yard line. Daniels hands it off again to his running back, McNichols. McNichols gets stuffed right before the sticks. He ran it for maybe 3 yards, and it's going to be 4th down coming up with 2:05 left to go. Let's see if they run one more play before the 2-minute warning. I don't think that they are. It'll be 4th and 2. We've reached the 2-minute warning. And the Eagles are 2 minutes away from winning this game. They're up 26-10 against the Commanders. All right. Wow. After this, come on for a post-game show. I don't even know if I'm going to stay on for too long, honestly. Not really feeling so good. But if you guys want to come on and give me your thoughts, please do so. Please, please, please do so. Because I'd like to hear what y'all have to say. Why are they running it? To be honest, Fangio looks like a doofus too. Washington should run the hurry up all game, every game. Crazy. All right. We've reached the 2-minute warning. I have thoughts on this game. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I am. I will take a win. I'll tell you that. I will take a win any day of the week, and it is nice to be first in the NFC East over these Commanders. As long as we can just kill this clock. 4th and 2 for the Commanders. Ball spotted at the Philadelphia 24. They'll line up in the pistol. Daniels gets the snap. He's looking. And he throws it up the middle to Zach Ertz, and he makes the catch and gets past the sticks, and the drive continues. 4-yard pass to Zach Ertz. Ertz today 5 receptions on 5 targets for 42 yards. Daniels gets it up to Terry McLaurin over towards the right side. He makes the catch, and he just gets a couple of yards out of it. They'll be taken to the Philadelphia 16-yard line. 1:20 left to go. Commanders still have 2 timeouts left as well. Daniels gets the snap again. He's rolling, and he'll find McLaurin again. This time it's for just 1 yard. McDaniels, and he gets just 1 yard there. It's going to be 3rd Less than a minute to go. Daniels gets the snap. He's under pressure. He throws it. It's complete towards his receiver, who catches it right at the 5. Olamide Zaccheaus made the diving catch. 43 seconds left to go. Eagles lead it by 16 points. 35 seconds to go. Daniels again gets the snap, looks towards the end zone, and it's incomplete. C.J. Gardner-Johnson doing a good job at stopping. I think it was Dallas Goedert who was the intended receiver. Zach Ertz who was the intended receiver. It was. And 2nd and goal coming on up. Zach Ertz just could not hang on to it, and C.J. Gardner-Johnson just slapped it out of his hands. Did a nice job there. 31 seconds left to go. Let's go, baby. And I think we have a whistle called by the refs. No timeout was signaled. Not that I saw. 31 seconds left to be played. Daniels in the gun, gets the snap, throws it, and it is complete to Zach Ertz for a touchdown. So Zach Ertz does catch a touchdown as he returns to the link for the first time since he was a bird. That makes it 26-16 with 28 seconds to go. Obviously, they got to go for the 2-point conversion here before they can even think about an onside kick. So a 2-point try coming on up. Good for Ertz, says Bleeding Green Nation. It is. Good for him. Refs are going to wave. And Nick Sirianni's going to call a timeout. Eagles are going to burn their first timeout with 28 seconds left to go. Yeah. What a bizarre game. What a bizarre game. I will tell you that Saquon Barkley did a great job. Grant Calcaterra deserves a beer tonight for saving that fumble from Dallas Goedert. It was a great catch, but Calcaterra, to his credit, got on top of that, and Saquon doesn't score on that drive if the Eagles turn the ball over there. So, 26-16, Philadelphia. 2-point conversion coming up. Jayden Daniels gets the snap. He's under pressure. He escapes the blitz. Rolls over towards his right side. He still has time. He throws it into the end zone. It's caught, but it's out of bounds. That was to Zach Ertz again. Ertz could not get his feet down in bounds, and the Eagles will take on over with 28 seconds left to go. Still assume that there's going to be probably an onside kick, I guess. Let's see again if he got both feet in. I don't think so. I don't think he had it. DeJean did a good job of covering him, too. And Ertz honestly made a really nice catch. I don't know. Maybe for a quick second he had it. I don't know. They're probably reviewing this. I think that the right foot was down, but the question is the left foot down? Crazy. And he had it. I think he had it for a second, for like a millisecond. That's a really good camera job by the camera operator. He was able to just barely catch it with his tippy toes, man. I think he just got it. So it is an official review with 28 seconds left to go. The Eagles, by the way, next week they take on the Rams at SoFi Stadium. That game will be on Sunday night at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. And the officials are reviewing this. I think Zach Ertz got it. I do. I think that he got it. Pretty crazy, man. Oh, no, another flag. Come on, dude. Oh, I was just reading that. Text. That was from a while ago. Sorry, I'm just catching up with chat. If the Commanders tie it up, I'll shave an eyebrow, says KGB. Do they still onside kick it? Well, first we have to see if Goddard got it. I think that he just barely caught it. I think he just got it in there. Come on, that's a pass interference. So the call is reversed, and it is successful, and it still is a one-score game now. Or now it's a one-score game. 26-18 with 28 seconds left to go. And now you got to go for the onside kick. Can the Eagles recover the ball here? First, we have a timeout called by Philadelphia before anything occurs. Ugh. This would be unbelievable. Onside kicks this year have only been recovered 2 times in 30 tries by the kicking team. Last time that it occurred was when the Bucs played on Monday Night Football, and we were covering that game. I think that they played the Ravens in that game. 28 seconds left to go. Eagles did call for a timeout. Gonzalez with the onside kick coming up in just a few seconds. Here it is, onside kick. It's going to be kicked over towards the 50. That was a terrible onside kick, and getting on top of it is Dallas Goedert, and the Eagles are going to take on over. They actually got it right at the 48. That was not executed well at all whatsoever, but the Eagles are going to take another game and go up by 1.5 games in the NFC East standings, and they'll go on to be 8-2 on the season with just a couple of kneels. Let's go. Nice. Nick Sirianni, high fives. One of his members of the coaching staff. And the Eagles take their first knee. And that is going to do it. The Eagles hang on and beat the Commanders 26-18. That is the final score here on Thursday Night Football. My score was 30-20. Honestly, I wasn't really too far off. But the Eagles did what they had to do. They took care of business. And, of course, one more time, you got to play Fly, Eagles, Fly. All right. That was nice. Stuff. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna come on for a post-game show. Please, again, join the Discord server. I really want to hear your thoughts, man. I really do. I want to hear your thoughts. This is a wild score, but I don't care. We beat Washington. We did. At the end of the day, a win is a win. It is. And this was an important game. Let's be realistic. This was against one of the top teams in the NFC East. It's one of your rivals. You had to win this game. You did. You won the game, and you did it against the Commanders. And there's something to be said about that. There is. This was a must-win game, and the Eagles did capitalize. They came on top, and they deserve credit for that. So I got to give that to them, and they deserve a round of applause for that. So I do have a lot to say. I do have a lot that I want to critique. But at the end of the day, they got the job done. And it got ugly. It was very ugly. It was not pretty at all whatsoever. But they got the job done. And that is what matters. And I have a little smile on my face because of that. Just a little. There wasn't a lot that I was happy with tonight, though. I'll be right back. We're going to do a post-game show in 5 minutes. Stay tuned for the post-game show and come on and give me your thoughts on this game. Don't go anywhere. Be right back in just a little bit, man. All right, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? How you all doing? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We are on for the Eagles post-game show. A lot to talk about with this game here. First and foremost, the Philadelphia Eagles were able to beat the Washington Commanders. 26-18 was the final score, and they got the win at the Link. Okay, they did. They did what they had to do. They took care of business and played an ugly brand of football, but were still able to get the job done. They finally were able to take on over in the fourth quarter. Saquon Barkley did an incredible job in that fourth quarter. Ended up getting 26 touches, 146 rushing yards, and a total of 198 scrimmage yards as well. He ended up making two nice catches, including the one for 43 yards. And that was really the difference of the game. The Eagles did outrun the Washington Commanders. They beat them in total yards. They had 434 total yards. And they were also 9 for 16 today on third down. We're going to go through things. We're going to talk about what went well, what didn't go so well. But first, I want to give away a shout-out to Saquon Barkley because he played really well and stepped up when he had to in the fourth quarter. For some reason, the Eagles weren't running the ball in the first two quarters that much, and we were all complaining on here that they got to run the ball more, feed the ball to Saquon, give him his touches, and finally, it really wasn't until like the end of the third quarter, towards the fourth quarter, where I really thought that he was able to dominate. Cam Jurgens provided him with some really nice holes, and I thought that that was clutch as well. Barkley is just an unbelievable talent, and if he was an Eagle throughout his whole entire career, I really believe that he would probably be already in Canton. Not saying that he's not going to Canton, because I still think that I think he has a chance. I do. But if he was an Eagle his whole entire career with this offensive line, there's no doubt about it. I really believe that he would be easily a first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, just pretty insane with what he's been able to do with the football and how he's been able to make plays. I want to get to Jalen Hurts today. Hurts today had 18 completions on 28 attempts. Hurts did not have a good first half. He had the worst first half of one of the worst first halves of the season. That was ugly. That was so ugly. Now, the second drive of the game, you had two drop passes. One was by Devontae Smith. He has to make the catch. The other one was by Jahan Dotson. And Dotson, I still thought was covered there, but he still had a chance to catch it, and he probably should have for his standards. But other than that, there were times where I'm watching him get the snap, and he's holding the ball for so long. And then when he throws it, it's just to one guy. Like, he's not like looking at the field. He's just looking at his one target, and he's not using his eyes to look in every single direction on the field. I didn't like that tonight, and that, I think, really got him exposed a little bit. Now, to his credit, it was in the third quarter. I wish that I had the drives up with me. I'll have to look up the play-by-plays as we speak. There was one play that he did have where he ended up rolling out of the pocket and ended up scrambling and got like a really nice gain there, and the Eagles needed that in order for them to get the first down. And that was nice, and that was much needed. But I was really underwhelmed today with Jalen Hurts' performance, and I thought that he was just at his worst. I thought that the refs today sucked too. There were a lot of non-face mask calls that should have been called. There were some PIs that should have been called too. The refs laid an egg tonight and were absolutely atrocious. Jake Elliott was disgusting out there today. He played really bad and made Nick Sirianni look really good too. I know that I said I would talk about Jalen Hurts first, and I'd get back to that. But Elliott today sucked. He was so bad today. He was really bad. He missed 2 field goals and 1 extra point. That's not like Jake Elliott. So what did Jalen Hurts do at the end of that third quarter? What did he do at the end of that third quarter? I thought that he actually used his legs a little bit more. And they weren't going to the air as much. They did a good job at just chewing that clock in the fourth quarter, and that's why they won. Towards the end of that third quarter, Hurts had a scramble. I think it was for 9 yards. And then he had another play after that. I'm trying to pull this up. This was the first quarter? Yeah, this is the first quarter. Okay, so let's go to the end of quarter number 3. This is the fourth quarter. Okay, so the Eagles had 11 plays and 76 yards in a matter of 5 minutes and 27 seconds from the end of the third to the fourth, right? So Barkley ran for 9 yards. Hurts had a nice little short pass to Devontae Smith. It wasn't really a nice pass. It was for 2 yards. And then he found A.J. Brown. And then after that A.J. Brown catch was nice. Ran a little slant, got 17 yards out of it. That was cool. Then he had a short pass to Devontae Smith, and then Barkley had no gain on the next play after that. And then it was the 3rd and 7 where Jalen Hurts, I thought, really turned on the Jets in that fourth quarter. And he scrambled and got 7 yards out of it, got himself a first down, and that, I thought, changed the whole momentum of that drive. I really did. I didn't think that it was going to go into a good direction because at that point, you're at the 38-yard line, right? You're at the Washington 38. Or sorry, you're at the Washington 45. You're not out of field goal range for Jake Elliott this year, for sure. And then Hurts able to keep the drive alive. That was big. It was really big. And then Kenny Gainwell, shout out to Kenny Gainwell. Kenny Gainwell came up with 3 great runs. 3 great runs as the Eagles got into the red zone. And then it was just Saquon Barkley, who got them a little bit closer to the 2. Or to the 1, and then Jalen Hurts just tush-push got in. But yeah, Kenny Gainwell did really good on that drive. But Hurts, I thought, kept that drive alive. I want to give a shout-out to Grant Calcaterra for recovering that fumble that Dallas Goedert had after a really nice pass from Jalen Hurts for 42 yards in that fourth quarter. And then Goddard got the ball punched out. Calcaterra dove right on top of it and saved that drive. Saquon doesn't go off on that drive if it wasn't for Grant Calcaterra. That was great recognition by him. Good for him to stick with the play and just dive on top of that football. Because if they lose that possession, Washington could have honestly won this game. Potentially. Because that changes momentum. What else? What else really stood out to me today? Jalen Carter, I'll get to the defense in just a little second. But anything else offensively? Not really too much from the air game today. Goddard had a couple of nice catches. Liked how they were able to get him involved a little bit. 5 receptions for him. AJ had only 5 receptions. Devontae had 4. And again, it wasn't really their day, to go to the air. It was just all about giving Saquon the ball when they had the chances. They tried to go to the air for a little bit of time, and then they got really stale on offense. There was no creativity on the play calling, and when they did try to be creative, they did it at the worst time. and it was a terrible time to draw that up. And that almost came back to bite the Eagles in the butt, especially that was in the first half. You know, you're down 7-0, and it's like a second and, what was it, a 2nd and 8 at the 44, and then you lose 14 yards. Can't do that. Can't do that. That's one of those plays where you can't get too fancy with it. You got to try to make plays, man, and you got to be smart. You got to be smart, and I thought that was really dumb. I did. I did not think that was good at all whatsoever. Cool to see Zach Ertz back. It was nice to see that he got a standing ovation. He deserved it, man. Zach Ertz had some really awesome years. Of course, won a Super Bowl with us back in 2017-18 season. You know, that was it was kind of nice to actually see him catch that touchdown at the end. You know, that was cool. Oh, what else? So, yeah, I talked a little bit about Kenny Gainwell. Gainwell actually had 4 carries for 43 yards. And that drive was really, really strong when they went to Kenny. What else? What else stood out to me? Cam Jurgens had some great plays on the O-line. It sucked seeing Landon Dickerson, you know, go out early. I got a little bit worried about that. Mekhi Becton had a penalty again in the first quarter. I feel like he's getting penalties all the time in the first quarter, but for him to step up the way that he has been, I gotta tell you, he's been really strong out there on the O-line for the Eagles, and I've been very happy with his play out there. Who else? Jordan Mailata was back out there. That was really nice to see. They definitely missed him. I thought that Mailata did a good job at giving Jalen time, especially in that first half. There were a lot of times where Bobby Wagner or somebody else like Frankie Lavu was on him, and even though they sort of had their days, you know, and like did like what they had to do, Frankie had 10 tackles. I really thought that he made it tough for them, you know, every time he was lined up over towards the left side of the line. So, that's my thoughts about that. Let's talk about the defense, and then I'll get to your phone calls, man. I'll get to your phone calls, and we'll talk more with everybody one-on-one. The link is right here. If you guys want to come on, you're more than welcome to do so. Jalen Carter had a great second half. He did. He had a nice little tackle for a loss, almost had a sack as well. He was... He did great. He did great out there today. And I thought that, again, he's just having these games now where he's dominating. We didn't see that all the time. We started to see it a little bit last year, and then he sort of went a little bit cold, right? Like he hit a wall as a rookie, and then tonight, again, just showed why he's one of the best, you know, one of the best guys out there. Made some really good plays. Also stopped the holes as well. That's what Jordan Davis was able to do. Washington's running game really could not do much today. But Jordan Davis still stopped the holes from being filled. You know, he closed the gaps. And he made it really tough for Austin Eckler running the football. Running the football, I'm talking about. And he made it tough for Brian Robinson Jr. as well. This every time that the Eagles have been winning games, it seems like that they're not allowing a lot of rushing yards, you know? And the defense has been the anchor for this team now. I relate it back to the Phillies in a sense where we thought that the identity of this team was going to be the offense, and instead the pitching bailed us out a lot of times. I feel like that's what's going on for the Eagles now. I feel like that the Eagles were so stale to the point where they only had 6 points in 3 quarters. Now, should they have had more? They should have probably had 12. They should have. They should have had 12. But they hadn't gotten a touchdown since they didn't get a touchdown until the fourth quarter. Did not get a touchdown until the fourth quarter. And the defense kept you involved. Lots of 3-and-outs both ways. It was a game of chess. And then finally the Eagles, you give them some time to breathe, and they're going to make you pay. And that's how they won this game. The Commanders kept the Eagles involved, and the Eagles took advantage. And I have to be proud of that. I have to be proud of that from that perspective. I don't understand why Washington doesn't go for it on 4th and 2 at their own 7. And they don't just take the points. I'm sorry. Why didn't they just take the points there? You're down 12-10, and it's like 7:45 left to go in the fourth quarter, and you don't take the 3 to take the lead. I scratch my head at that. I don't know what the heck Dan Quinn was thinking. Don't know. Imagine if that was Nick Sirianni. That's crazy. Please come on and let me know what your thoughts are down below. I will say one more thing today. I'll tell you one other thing that I really did like. I'm a little bit tired. I'm a little bit frustrated because, the game just kept freezing up on me. I did the best I could, but it was really frustrating and really annoying just to see it keep freezing, and I have to be smarter. The next time I realize I can't really have that much bandwidth when I'm calling these games. And I learned that lesson today. I did. It's just that these games that aren't on TV, that aren't on cable, that's when you're going to have those problems. And tonight we ran into a hiccup like that, and we haven't had to do that in forever. What else was a positive tonight? What else? Anything else that I want to say? I just like how we were 9 for 16 on 3rd down today. Thought that was great. We rushed for 13 first downs. A lot of them were by Saquon Barkley, and a couple were by Jalen. We had 40 rushing attempts, and we had a total of 220 rushing yards. We won this game through the trenches. I said if the Eagles were going to win this game, they were going to have to beat Washington on both sides through the battlefield areas. And they did. They did. Not a lot of penalties for the Birds. 4 penalties for 49 yards, but they dominated the clock today too, especially towards the end. So it's nice. It's nice to have a win, especially on like a short turnaround. They faced adversity tonight. Whether you think about it or not, it was ugly and it was sort of annoying that Washington was being sort of a stink bug out there, or just like the Eagles gave them chances and the Commanders just could not capitalize. But ultimately, at the end of the day, they got the win. And that does matter. 8-2 looks a lot better than 7-3. And the Commanders are now 7-4. So, it's great. It's great. It's good stuff. I don't think that we can catch Detroit in the standings. I really don't. But it would be nice to get the 1 seed. I just don't see that happening. But let's just try to continue to rack up these wins. I'm happy that they were able to win this game too, because I think it's going to get tougher for them down the road. And when they have to play against the Rams and when they have to play against Baltimore, it's not going to get easier. But they got a big win tonight, and they did it. They did enough, but they should have routed them. Yes. That's why I'm disappointed. And again, JJ, it's really hard to win in the NFL. I understand. I get that. I understand that it's so hard to win in the NFL. But I felt like that not that they played down to their opponent. I don't want to say that. I just felt like that I don't think that they left it all out there. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like that they had a chance to blow this game away. I was happy with the Sixers win last night because they left it all out there. And that was a valiant effort. Tonight was not a valiant effort. Saquon Barkley played his butt off again in that fourth quarter. but I didn't think it was a good team valiant effort win. The defense played great, but then the Commanders did not have a lot of offensive creativity. Jayden Daniels, man, I thought that he played terrible today. Thought he was so bad. 191 passing yards, 22 for 32. He didn't look good out there. He looked very rusty. I don't know. That's just me. He was balling out before that. I thought that tonight he hit a wall. So, he has tunnel vision, but he can run. He's a running back who can throw, says Jane. Yes, he is. He is. And that, he has talent, man. Like, the thing that's frustrating about Jalen is that he shows that he can make plays that only the top tier quarterbacks can make, like a Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes. His deep ball is nice. The issue is that it's not consistent. It's not consistent. But when he has to run, when he has to utilize his legs, he does. And tonight, he did enough. They did enough tonight. They did enough. And they took care of business. But I'm not thrilled about this win, but I also recognize too, you have to sort of understand what the circumstances are. It's a Thursday night football game, and you're coming off of a short week. You're playing against a team that's literally right behind you in the standings. This was a very highly anticipated game. The stakes were high. This was a playoff type of an atmosphere tonight. It was. Down at the Link. And they got the job done. So, you have to think about it all in totality. You do. What else? Hey, JJ, have you seen any of my posts for play-by-play? Yeah, I've seen your posts, man. I have. But yeah, those are all my thoughts, man. Those are all my thoughts. If any of you guys want to come on here in the future to talk about the Birds with me, you're more than welcome to do so. I'm a little bit tired. I'm not going to lie. I think I'm just going to close it out a little bit early tonight. I am happy that they got the win. This game just took years off my life, and it was not a fun watch. It wasn't. But a win's a win. Good job by the Birds to pull it out. They deserved the win. They did. They did. They did deserve it at the end. All right, love you all. Lila Tov, and I will catch you all in the next one. We'll be back on tomorrow for the Sixers game. It'll be back on regular cable, so I don't have to worry about this whole setup again. All right, love you all. Bye-bye. Peace.